There is something electrifying about a vibrant community of learning, providing new knowledge, reimagining teaching and learning, designing and reinventing the spaces where we learn, live, and work, attracting and inspiring the best students and faculty, engaging locally and globally. These are essential to creating tomorrow for UT and our world. A campaign causes us to state what we stand for. It propels us to envision the future and work diligently in new and exciting ways. It inspires supporters to believe in the long-term value of campaign priorities. It impacts the world we inhabit today while we're creating tomorrow.
We are deeply grateful that so many of you stand with us. Together, we are developing UT as a model metropolitan community of learning.
We are pleased you enjoy the satisfaction of investing in the lives of students. Your heartfelt commitment makes for an electrifying connection among all of us.
Creating Tomorrow has been a campaign committed to advancing UT's mission and vision for the future. Our focus, the people, places, and purpose of the university, has transformed the UT educational experience and created a legacy of excellence.
We are where we are today, one of the most exciting times in UT history, because you accepted our challenge. You have helped us transform UT from a local treasure with potential to a prominent national figure on the educational scene.
On behalf of our campaign leadership team, we thank you for making so much possible. Because you care, because you believe, UT's future possibilities are unlimited.
At the heart of our university are its people, our students, faculty, and staff who come from around the world and from different backgrounds to share a singular experience. Our primary concern is making UT accessible to deserving students, and then ensuring their academic progress, personal development, and career readiness. Your support ensures that a UT education remains within reach to exceptional students from across a wide economic spectrum. Currently, 92% of UT's almost 9,000 students receive financial assistance. The Creating Tomorrow campaign is committed to increase student financial aid and academic program development. UT's strong experiential learning program is nationally recognized for the variety and number of experiences that shape our students' lives.
My UT scholarships are important because they allow me to focus on my studies and my future without the burden of financial struggles. I am currently a senior and have plans to attend law school next fall. This dream is possible because of the scholarships I've been awarded. Receiving financial aid has given me the time to compete on the cross-country team, become involved in student government, and to volunteer in the community. Each year, my scholarships have motivated me to achieve more academically. Thank you for believing in me.
Creating Tomorrow supports an innovative campus that reflects our defining value of educational excellence. We have always considered our campus setting as a resource. The construction of modern buildings and facilities during the campaign has transformed the UT landscape and enhanced the student experience. Projects supported by this campaign inspire a strong sense of community for everyone who lives, learns, and works at UT. It is the exceptional education which takes place beyond the impressive facades of our buildings that helps us attract and retain talented faculty and students. Students have access to the best faculty, facilities, tools, and resources to nurture their passions. Cutting-edge technology and equipment provide students with new ways of learning and engaging others. UT's excellent residential learning environment provides a variety of rich co-curricular learning experiences. Our emphasis is on developing the whole person.
We say we are changing lives to create tomorrow, and we mean it. Every day we stretch to do better, to do more, and to use UT's entrepreneurial spirit to accomplish the most we can. A UT education is an intense immersion experience. It creates a strong foundation for a productive life filled with opportunities and preparation for leadership and service. Skills and critical thinking abilities are honed through a challenging academic program and a rich set of co-curricular learning activities. International opportunities play a vital role in preparing UT students to compete in our increasingly global marketplace. The campaign utilizes unrestricted funds to enhance the whole university. These resources allow UT to adapt to changing circumstances and take advantage of emerging opportunities. By expanding programs that enrich the student experience, we strive to develop the whole person and prepare students for success after graduation.
We strive to maintain a remarkable level of support we see from alumni, parents, employees, and friends of the university. Thanks for your confidence in us. We will continue to be conscientious stewards of our resources. We recognize our responsibility to ensure that students leave their UT experience with knowledge and problem-solving abilities to develop a better world.
The Creating Tomorrow campaign has electrified a new sense of pride and enthusiasm about what is possible for UT when we all work together. Your passion and dedication are elevating this university ever higher. We are indeed fortunate to count you as our friends. Thank you for your support.
Are you going to bring the tag out yet? I have to put on the scoreboard. Oh, right. Yeah. Bring that from the beginning. Yeah. So USA, Germany, Italy, Argentina, Spain, Venezuela, Norway, Austria, England, Ireland, Sweden. Is that Morocco? It's pronounced Morocco, right? Morocco.
Curacao? Yeah.
Is it Curacao?
Yeah.
Okay. Netherlands, Costa Rica, Uruguay, Switzerland, Hungary, Mexico, Trinidad. Okay. So it's Curacao. We're gonna go with that. Curacao. We'll go with that. Sure. So with as much justice as possible. I love red songs. It's a brilliant idea. I want to give you all as much space. I would obviously give you more if you really want to just go the other way. But you can't, so
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Pippin Stadium for the Sunshine State Conference Men's Soccer Championship. Today, the University of Tampa Spartans hosts the Nova Southeastern University Sharks. Let's see the participants for today's contest. First of all, for the Sharks of Nova Southeastern University, entering today's championship with a record of 12-3-2. First of all, in reserve for the Sharks, number 0, Michael Bitter McPherson. Number 3, Paul Booz. Number 4, Giovanni Choca Vacino. Number 7, Juancho Nunez. Number 9, Manu Schwartz. Number 13, Brian Lopez. Number 14, Eric Bird. Number 15, Brian Buckboard. Number 17, Tino Miguez. Number 18, Michael Lawrence. Number 19, Mikey Reed. Number 20, Anthony Orr. Number 22, Christian Gorski. Number 24, Andre Franchetto. Number 26, Gabriel Pontus. And number 30, Josh Sierra. Starting in goal for the Sharks, a graduate from Italy, number 1, Alberto Soy. At defender, a graduate from Germany, number 2, Manuel Chukai. A defender, a junior from Argentina, number 5, Farid Sarsar. At midfield, a graduate from Spain, number 6, Alberto Rentiro. At forward, a junior from Norway, number 8, Alex Berg. At forward, a graduate from England, number 10, Maddie Cornish. At defender, a junior from Spain, number 11, Ode Rita. At forward, a junior from Spain, number 12, Milos Christoforou. At defender, a junior from Germany, number 16, Tobias Pelio. At midfield, a graduate from Germany, number 21, Nick Brizovic. And at midfield, a freshman from the Netherlands, number 23, Maurice Van Nijnachten. The Sharks are coached by Mr. Matt Watts. He's assisted by Michael Donald and Giuseppe Weller. And now, from the University of Tampa, in reserve, number 00, Joshua Mitcherman. Number 7, Julius Becker. Number 13, Ornaldo Zakiri. Number 14, Max Brennan. Number 15, Travis Foster. Number 16, Marcelo Valbuena. Number 17, Trevor Stanley. Number 20, Carlos Ledon. Number 21, Fatih Ozegi. Number 24, Ezric Nichols. Number 26, Zachary Welch. Number 28, Connor Andrews. Number 29, Xavier Lamore. Number 31, Morgan Vlasper. Number 33, Gabriel Herrera. And number 34, Zach Barr. Starting in goal for the Spartans, a graduate from England, number 1, Adam Forster. A defender from Spain, a junior, number 2, Albert Morales. At defender, a junior from Uruguay, number 3, Agustin Barrofino. A defender, a junior from Uruguay, number 4, Nico Gamio. A midfielder from Germany, number 6, Tim Kraft. A forward from Germany, a junior, number 8, Till Newman. A forward, junior from Spain, number 9, Juancho Fernandez. At forward, a junior from Switzerland, number 10, Omar Tali. At forward, a junior from Hungary, number 11, Amgad Salah. At midfield, a freshman from Ireland, number 19, Sean Quinn. And a defender, sophomore from Birmingham, Alabama, number 22, Cody Well. The Spartans are coached by Mr. Adrian Bush. He's assisted by Maurice Laregnard and Cleet Goddard. Your officials for today's game, Mr. Albert Escobar, Mr. Patrick Ayers, Mr. Manuel Deriba, and Mr. Matt O'Brien. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please stand as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Good afternoon and welcome to Pepin Stadium. Today, we've got ourselves the Sunshine State Conference Final. The entire season has led up to this. Nova Southeastern are the Road Warriors facing the number 9 Tampa Spartans. I'm Taylor Sorthy alongside
Fabrizio Mejia. Welcome everyone. It's Tate Gephardt. Great evening here today. Beautiful weather, 69 and sunny. University of Tampa Spartans coming today at ranked number 9 after beating Barry University 3-1, and Nova Southern beating PBA by a score, I believe, 2-1. There's key players for tonight, I believe, for Tampa will be Omar Talley, who has 10 goals on the season, 7 assists, and Juancho Fernandez, the captain of the team, with 8 goals. Mr. Taylor, who are the key players for Nova Southeastern?
Nova Southeastern are pretty strong as well. Matty Cornish is the leading scorer and tied for the most assists on the team with 9 goals and 4 assists. Henrik Berg, who's coming off the bench, has got 4 assists on the year. Both teams have had tough roads to the finals. For Tampa, they entered the semifinal of the tournament and were able to defeat Barry last time out. And Fabrizio, can you tell us a little bit about Nova's road to the final?
Yeah, it's been quite amazing. They're showing a lot of spirit, and absolutely they beat PBA, which was one of the favorites. It is unbelievable that happened, a fantastic game on the semifinals, and now they're here in Tampa with a lot of motivation too. There's a lot of fans from Nova Southeastern here, and Tampa also ready for a great final today at Pepin Stadium.
Very well said, Mr. Fabrizio. We have a packed house here at Pepin Stadium. A lot of students coming out to support their Spartans in what looks to be a very fun and very great Sunday soccer game. Any more key words before we start off?
Not much. I mean, around the rest of the United States, there's a lot of other games going on, but for everyone here at Pepin Stadium, and I'm sure for the viewers back at home, this is the only football game that matters. Even though we usually call it soccer here in the States, we've got ourselves one heck of a final coming up as Nova Southeastern will kick it off to get underway in the first half. Now, both teams, of course, usually the conference tournament is a great way to lock yourselves into the national championship or national tournament. But both teams are really strong. Nova, even though they're not top 25 ranked, they were able to get votes and just upset the number 2 in the nation. So I highly doubt that they'll miss the tournament if they lose this game. And Tampa, meanwhile, is the number 9th ranked in the nation. Will probably have one of the first at-large bids should they lose tonight.
One thing I want to say, Taylor, University of Tampa tied with PBA for the regular season SSC championship. So you know Tampa has a lot to play for, even though if they do lose tonight, they should still be playing in the NCAA Division II tournament. As Salah tries to save it out of bounds. They really want to win tonight. I talked to one of the players, Julius Becker, in class, and he was saying that this means a lot to them. They want to be known as the only Sunshine State champions here this evening.
And very well said, because of course, even though that the prestigious ticket to the tournament isn't necessarily fully on the line, of course, the Sunshine State Conference is its own trophy and medal altogether as Tampa wins it by the midfield, and that'll be a foul on Nova Southeastern, giving Tampa their first free kick of the game.
I do want to mention one thing before we get going into the play-by-play of today's game. Today is a very well-diverse between two teams. There's a lot of people from a lot of countries. I just wanted to list off the 19 countries that are being represented in today's final. USA, Germany, Italy, Argentina, Spain, Venezuela, Norway, Austria, England, Ireland, Sweden, Curacao, Netherlands, Costa Rica, Uruguay, Switzerland, Hungary, Mexico, and Trinidad and Tobago. It's a mouthful, folks, but we have a lot of people coming together to enjoy this beautiful game of soccer here at Pepin Stadium.
Sam's going to play it out wide to the corner. Now I'm got Sala with a chance. Good defense from Nova to win it, but good defense again by Sala, forcing a Nova throw-in. Now, of course, on paper, both teams are actually relatively similar. We were mentioning how both teams have 13 and 12 wins, respectively. For Nova Southeastern, of course, they're coming off one of the largest wins of the season, defeating the Palm Beach athletic team, who is one of the strongest in the nation. Tampa had a great win of their own, and even though Tampa, back in October, was able to win 1-0, this Nova team is coming off a massive win with a lot of momentum, so obviously they're going to be ones to watch for as well.
And also the University of Tampa players were worried because PBA is actually a very good team, and when they came here to Pepin Stadium, they won 3-1. So it was a great match in that game that we had here at Pepin Stadium, and I'll leave you because there's a play here and a corner kick for Nova Southeastern, the first corner kick of the game.
I do want to mention Tampa did play Nova Southeastern earlier on in the season, October 9th. They won 1-0. So with that being said, this should be a close one and should be an exciting one with a corner kick incoming.
A little bit of a rock, paper, scissors match there where Tampa beat Nova, Palm Beach beat Tampa, and Nova beat Palm Beach. But either way, Nova looking for a chance to get up early here with the corner kick. Players crowding the keeper. Headed backwards, not going to be on target. One away by Tampa, volleyed up, header in. Palm Beach opens up the scoring. 4 minutes in. A beautiful, well-worked set piece. Headers to set up the shot. Palm Beach is going 11 it, and so is the bench. A long, long way to go, but Palm Beach get an opener of what is a massive goal for their season here at Pepin Stadium.
And all season we've been telling to Tampa that it is very, very difficult to take the free kicks, the corner kicks, and they had to be very focused in here. Double header and of course an opener for Nova Southeastern. Very important for the confidence after only 4 minutes of this first half.
It had been very even for that start, but all Nova needed was that one chance. A set piece special, if you will. It's still a very long way to go, but for Nova, that is so good for them coming as road warriors at what will be a very loud Pepin Stadium. Tampa now back, trying to get one quick.
I do want to mention, even though there's a lot of students out today, there's almost equally the same amount of fans out for Nova Southeastern. They seem to travel very well, donning the white and blue shirts, supporting their Sharks. You can hear the wind picking up. It's a nice, beautiful Sunday, but the wind seems to be at 6 to 7 miles per hour is what my weather app is telling me. Beautiful sunny day, 69 degrees. Tampa seems to be a little bit shook. It'll be interesting to see. This is where championship teams are made. Down 1-0 early. Do they fold or do they come back and try to execute as many opportunities as this game will allow them? Taylor.
Palm Beach going to be taking the throw-in. And obviously Tampa, they've known how to come back from deficits before. We saw against Barry, they went 1-0 down, and they were able to get 2 second-half goals to get right back into it. Tampa trying. It looked like that Omar Tali was offside either way. But now, Nova Southeastern, they're going to love having the lead. Now, ironically enough, in the semifinal, both teams were able to come down from 1-goal deficits to win 2-1 to get to this final. So, definitely you can't say the first goal wins here, especially when you've got a possible long way to go.
Exactly, and speaking of that semifinal against Barry, I just want to mention Tampa was down and Juancho Fernandez was the leader. He was one of the key players. He scored the goal that gave Tampa a win. And here Omar Tali with a huge opportunity. He's offside.
Tampa fans do not seem to agree with the call. Omar Tali seemed to have been offsides. Nonetheless, it will be Nova Southeastern ball.
It looked like he probably was a step or two offside, unfortunately. It was a good run. Omar's been looking on the left to try to fight it, but Palm Beach has also been playing a very nice Nova Southeastern has been playing a very nice offside trap to get it away. And now their goalie, Alberto Chuque, Saroy, was able to now come up as Tampa intercepted in the midfield. Played around, and they'll be able to bring it back. Nova is going to want to put some pressure on. And a good interception there in the midfield. On guy with some pressure again, not able to win it. Going to fall back to the big Irishman in the midfield. Fun fact, if any of you have FIFA, one of the FIFA 19 or 20 games, I'm pretty sure you can play as Sean Quinn on it, as he was in the Irish League a few years ago. But now, of course, he's at the University of Tampa. But Nova Southeastern will be able to get a throw in here and get going again.
And speaking of Sean Quinn and the atmosphere that we have today, there's a flag right in front of us with Sean Quinn's photograph. Last game UT won, and they all posted a picture with Sean Quinn's flag, so it is very symbolic for this team. And of course, they want to get all the motivation, and it's going to be important also for the Irishman.
The flag says Quinn 19. I think that has something to do with COVID-19. Nonetheless, Quinn 19. And it's they wear it every time. It's like a symbol. They take a photo after every win. They started that about 3 or 4 games ago. A little fun thing that they do after every team win.
I would say that since the playoffs began. Yeah.
Now, of course, here at Tampa, I mean, that's kind of the closest thing the Spartans fans can get to a full tifo, one of the massive banners that will usually go up at a goal end. We don't really have the space to do it here, as we've already got a lot of banners and stuff up with the Spartans logo at Pepin Stadium. But we'll be able to see it. Tampa now throwing. They've got a chance outside the box. Omar Tali, his shot will be blocked, but it'll fall right back to the outside for Tampa. Nova, good pressure to win it back.
Oh, what a way to come out, and here a counter-attack. Watch out here on the other side. Sean Quinn took that. Here an opportunity.
Nova now. Play through. Good defense again.
Nico Gamio, there's a warrior over there. People love to see it. The ball to Omar Talley.
And Omar Talley will be able to draw the foul. A good play by him, and I have to say, despite that foul right there, Manuel Shukai has been amazing so far at right back. He's been tasked with guarding one of the most deadly finishers in the Sunshine State Conference, and he's done well. I mean, he's also got Angad Sala there, who scored a beautiful goal in the semifinal. So we'll know that Nova's got their work cut out for them. But hey, they're looking to do just fine right now, so they're going to bring it out wide. Held in the corner. Trying to look for something into the box. Good defense there from Tampa. He's going to get the open space, and what a block there from Cody Wells.
Tampa defense doing surprisingly well after giving up that one goal. Like I said, will they come back with a little bit more vigor? Will they come back trying to take over to hopefully tie this game up here early in the first half, I should say. If you're just joining us, this is the Sunshine State Conference Championship, an absolutely packed house here at Pepin Stadium. We are here with 36:54 remaining in the first half. Taylor, take it away.
Yep, the throw-in now. It's going to be one in the midfield. No foul. Tampa keeps it. Good play right in the midfield. However, there will be a foul on Omar Talley. Talley plays it quick. Can't get through to Juancho Fernandez, sadly. And now Nova Southeastern are going to hold it again. Nova Southeastern are going to be playing it around.
The momentum seems to be going back and forth. This is a championship final, so it'll be very interesting to see who takes control of the momentum as we carry on here in the first half. Like I said, Nova Southeastern has a lot of fans here, a lot of students, it even seems like, here supporting their team. So it's going to be a back-and-forth game, and looks for a lot of intensity from both sides. Taylor?
And here's the far ball being kicked upwards now. Nova Southeastern is going to win it back. And they're going to be content with holding it back for now as they try to set up. They've held possession slightly longer than Tampa, but we've also seen Tampa do very well when it comes to counterattacks.
Now, speaking of the Spartans, seems there's no much pressure. Actually, Nova Southeastern is just touching the ball on defense. And there Sean Quinn starts to do something, but they're waiting until the midfield. And there's Sean Quinn, of course, getting a throw-in for Nova Southeastern, but showing some spirit, and that's what we all want to see. We know this team has done very good comebacks this season, so it's going to be very interesting. There's still plenty of time, and only 10 minutes have passed.
And those have been a fruitful 10 minutes. If you did just join us, you will have missed that very well-worked corner goal for Nova Southeastern, as the ball is going to be battled for in the midfield. Tampa, however, will be able to win it back, as it's going to be sent back up. However, it'll go right back to Nova Southeastern. They're going to win it back in the midfield. Both teams simply just going back and forth for now. Tampa pressing up a little more, trying to put a little more pressure on the ball. Nova got off to the early lead, so they're not going to be as absolutely aggressive when they're in possession. They know that if they hold on to possession and hold it for a while, they can help limit Tampa's opportunities. And they did just there, as they were able to now get a throw-in. Throwing now up the park. Tampa's going to win it and going to send it back. 3 Nova defenders crowding Tampa, but it's going to be cleared away. Tampa, good win right by the midfield.
I want to interject real quick. I would watch out for Sala on the left side. He seems to be sneaking out. If they can find him open, he's another threat that the Spartans do have on the left wing.
And last game he was very important. There was actually a play where he scored. He was actually absolutely doing that. He went into the box. Nobody saw that. He had a fantastic control and then got the tied game, and then absolutely Tampa won the game. But yeah, it's very important, and a very good thing to point out is Sala's position.
Sean Quinn, a good interception in the midfield.
Sean Quinn carrying 4-on-1.
Oh, he's going to be dispossessed, sadly. But Sean Quinn, there's a reason the fans love him. There's a reason he's got his own sign. It's because he's been an absolute beast for Tampa in the midfield. He's brought physicality, pace, and strength for the Spartans in a position where it's extremely important. You need your midfielders to be workhorses, tirelessly going back and forth and winning the ball. And Sean Quinn has been just that type of player for Tampa this year.
There goes Sean Quinn touching the ball with Albert Morales. Very important also for Tampa to keep its defense very, very also responsible, but also to be focused on the game, because in these type of finals, the ball comes a lot to the defenders, and they have to be very, like there you can see, they have to be very, very accurate. Albert Morales didn't do a good delivery, but Tampa still has a lot of time.
we've been talking quite a bit about Tampa, but I would like to bring up Nova Southeastern leading goal scorer, Matty Cornish, with 9 goals and 4 assists on the year. He's something to watch out for in today's game as well on the Shark side of the pitch.
And also, of course, they've also got some very good creators off the bench. Take a look out for Henrik Berg, who I assume will probably come on later in the first. He's one of the reserves right now for Nova Southeastern, but he's tied for the assists on the year. So Tampa's going to have to watch out for him. You can't assume that anyone on the bench is not a dangerous player, because you know they are. Both teams are so good all around the roster. It's the reason why they're championship contenders. Tampa bringing it up to the midfield. Defenders pushing up a little bit. This time the ball will be able to get out wide to Nico Gamio. Good pressure there from Nova Southeastern, trying to limit Tampa's looks. Tampa able to hold on to it as they bring it back around.
We see some young Spartans faithful holding up signs in the front row, the teams that they have made. Like I said, very fun atmosphere today. Young, old, just an absolutely great atmosphere out here today.
Meanwhile, Chance will be cleared away by Forster. No danger in that play, and Sala will also be able to pick it up. However, it's going to go out of bounds. Nova Southeastern will get a throw-in. A good chance for Sala, not going to happen. Instead, it's going to be Manuel back on the throw-in. The graduate German from Mannheim. And before, he actually was at Marquette. So that's a pretty nice little tidbit about him. And will be cleared away. Oh, dangerous opportunity now from deep in the midfield. However, a shot from that far probably wouldn't have reached the goal in time. And Nova will win it right back. Good placement from their right back. And I was saying, Manuel, he's going to need to do a lot of work on defense today, guarding 2 of Tampa's strongest attackers. But once again now, Nova keeps it alive, but it will fall right back to Amgad Sala. Back to Forster.
Yeah, now speaking of the offense from Nova Southeastern, which has been very accurate at this beginning of the game, we can see that they had a very good semifinal with a 2-1 win against PBA, a fantastic comeback, but also they've been very effective on offense with a 3-0 win against Florida Southern in the quarterfinals. So it's been quite a path for Nova Southeastern to get into the final.
I want to mention the Tampa goalie, Forrester, has done an absolutely fantastic job all year. I believe in the Sunshine State Conference, he was awarded Defensive Player of the Year. So watch out for him. I know 1 goal did get by, but he's been an absolute unit back there for the Spartans all year.
And there's a big foul right in Tampa's attacking third. And the man is still down. But it'll be a nice Tampa free kick. No card will be given. It looks like he'll be getting up.
Yeah, now Tate was speaking of the goalkeeper, actually the Defensive Player of the Year, Forster. They told me that game against Nova Southeastern that was played at Nova Southeastern. Oh, here? No, they're going to repeat it. It's going to be a free kick. But just want to speak about the goalkeeper. That game that Tampa won against Nova Southeastern during the regular season, Forster was the hero. He was the man of the match. So quite interesting to see, and he's done an amazing season for the Spartans.
So, of course, Forster, he'll be expected to make more saves. Now a chance for Nova to have to be on the defending front as well. Here's the free kick into the box. Falls all the way back.
Opportunity for the Spartans.
Punched away. Cleanly enough. It'll be 1 back by Tampa, 1 back by Nova. Nova now not able to capitalize on a possible 3-on-2. Tampa trying to clear it away. Cody Wells, good pressure, but that's not going to be a problem for Alberto Seroy, the Italian keeper. So, once again, Nova will be able to hold it back in their half and try to build something up.
That was Spartans' first real look on goal of the evening. They had that one shot Omar Talley did, deflected off the Nova Southeastern Sharks' leg. So far, that's the only shot that they've had on net. Look forward to hopefully more of those. The momentum, like I said, back and forth. I still think with Nova Southeastern at the moment, but Tampa is trying to have more offensive shots here right now. We are 29:06 into the first half of this championship final Sunday, or championship Sunday, I should say. Tampa 0, Northern Southeastern University 1. Taylor.
And there's the through ball that will just go a little far and kept back by Saroy. And you can see the pressure being put on from Tampa. They're doing a little bit better in trying to press the midfield. And good interception there. Not the most accurate pass there from Nova. But Nova, they're doing a really good job of keeping their shape and making it hard for Tampa to get through. You can kind of see they've got sort of a 3 midfield type of pairing. 1 forward and 2 attacking mids alongside a 4 in the back system. Tampa, for the most part, has run a 4-3-3 all year.
And speaking of formation, I just want to highlight Nova Southeastern University has like 6 players actually warming up right now, and Tampa is warming up. Ronaldo Zekiri, one of the key players actually in the offensive side of this team. So substitution might come, but for now, the game is still the same, and it's been very intense on the midfield.
Substitutions can be a thing that make or break a game. A chance there for Gonzalo, but a great interception.
That should be
a corner kick, yeah.
That should
was that a corner kick.
I didn't know if it was a throw-in or it was going to be a corner kick, depending on if they called it out there or if it's going to be a toss-in. We'll wait to see.
Yeah, according to the assistant referee, it's going to be a
corner kick.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I think that's a good call because it was a great defensive play from Nova Southeastern's player, and he did his really good job to try to direct it for a throw-in, but it just went out, I think, a little bit too far as Tampa will now line it up.
Good effort.
With the kick.
Oh my God, that was a fantastic play, and there is an offside from Omar Tell.
That was a fantastic looking play.
That is something that you work during training. That is something that you do because actually Juancho Fernandez knew perfectly that the player was going to come behind him. Oh, that's such a shame. He touched the crossbar, but a great play from the Spartans.
The Spartans want to be heard. They seem to have the offensive intact. That was a beautiful, well played. I thought maybe he decided he didn't want to take it, but it looked like a very well designed play. And literally just by inches did that not go in the net, off the post, circa Cody Parkey, Bears fans, if there's any Bear fans out there. Nonetheless, over to you, Taylor.
Yeah, great stuff there for the Spartans on that corner kick, and I've seen a few of their games so far this season. That's a brand new corner set piece routine. So it's cool to see them trying to bring out that to something new to try to use for the championship. Now, Tampa holding it in their third. Good pressure from Nova, but they're not able to win it yet. Now they will. Quinn going to be bodied off the ball. A chance. Kicked out wide. A one-on-one. A good move. Blocked there. What a play for it.
Fantastic defense.
Queen 19 in the house.
Sean Quinn with a beautiful block there to stop Nova. And Nova's going to get it right back. Whipped out, top of the box. He's waiting. He's going to cut inside pass. Well, shot on goal. It's 2. Nova Southeastern absolutely loving that. 26 minutes left in the first. And Nova has doubled their lead off the great play from the man upon the time. Matty Cornish. He scored tonight. The man from Newcastle, and you know Newcastle, they've got a lot of money off the takeover. Maybe he's a free signing they target. Well, off the great play from Tampa, deflected back to a Nova player. A well-worked play. Cornish got some open space and fired it to the far post. And even though those don't look like the hardest shots, as a goalie, you have to dive all the way out to the ground and get enough distance to cover it. It's so hard to save. You can't fault Forster for missing that.
I just want to say it wasn't over. There was a great play, defensive play by Sean Quinn defending it. But then you have these type of plays and you have to keep defending. That was very tough because it was a fantastic play by Nova Southeastern. And now they're leading by 2. Still plenty of time in this first half.
Good shot by Cornish. Like we said, he's a key player of today's game. We knew he was a good goal scorer, and he showed us there why. We're talking about the goalkeeper for Tampa. Fantastic goalkeeper all year. There's really hard ball to save, like my friend Taylor over here was explaining to you. Nonetheless, that one post made the game instead of 1-1, now 2-0. NSU leading Tampa 2-0 with 25:37 remaining here in the first half.
The play will be stopped for 1 second. I think they're trying to tell him where to do the throwing. Nova was pushing up a little bit higher. Again, they want to get right back onto the attack. That just shows the determination of this Nova Southeastern side. They have looked really good to start out so far. Tampa, off those 2 conceded goals off the wrong foot, but Tampa hasn't been absolutely lifeless either. As we saw that great corner kick routine, they've still got plenty of time to try to make a comeback. But already, a great start for Nova Southeastern. Gabriel can't reach the header. Nova will get a throw in. And Nova Southeastern's fans are absolutely loving it. It's good to see other fans traveling, and Tampa's fans have also been here in masses as well. But Nova traveling all the way out here for the championship.
I would say it's very hard to cheer for. There's not been much to really cheer for on the Spartan side. There was that one shot on net that was very well played. Oh, we can hear them now. I might have spoke too soon. You might be able to hear them through the mics. We're at home, so you hear the Tampa Spartan spirit. Talk about the Tampa Spartan spirit real quick.
Yeah, fantastic. We've seen it all season in the team, but I just want to speak about the fans. It is also in the fans. That was amazing. Actually, Nova Southeastern fans were saying, we can't hear you. And you can see the answer was perfect, the response, and here we are. There is a great game that we're watching, but also a great game in between the two stands and in between the fans.
I think Tampa needs to get one goal here before half. The crowd needs to keep up its pace, and we may have ourselves a very interesting second half, but we'll see right here, right now. Taylor, take it away.
And there's always a saying when it comes to sports, for soccer, a true goal lead is one of the hardest to defend because that's when complacency can sometimes start to kick in for teams. But obviously, Nova hasn't looked complacent. And as we were mentioning before, of course, the fans, they bring so much life and energy to these Sunshine State rivalries. And for Nova and Tampa, we've seen it so far, and it'll only grow more. It's Omar Talley trying to go through. He's got the ball in a dangerous location. You can't give Omar Talley the space. But very well defended from Nova. Wancho not going to be able to get it back to Omar. Good defense from Tampa. They'll win it back by the midfield. A rough play from Nova, and there will be a foul called on number 12. Milos.
This game is going to get more physical as the evening goes on here in beautiful sunny Tampa. There's boos, there's cheers. You can't love this. If you don't love this, you really do not like Division II soccer. Or should I say football? Taylor.
Of course. The fan support here for the Sunshine State Championship. I think this is the loudest we've heard the stands all year. And this is the type of fans volume you'd probably see at the end or the very start of the game. But no, it's just halfway through the first half. Tampa, a free kick into the box. Got it on goal. But it's going to be missed, and I think the ref will call it offside or a little shove in the box. So it'll be a Nova Southeastern free kick.
I just want to mention there are the first substitution of the game. Actually, Orlando Zekiri and Carlos Ledona are about to get subbed in. Those are the same substitution as last game, where actually Tampa got the win against Barry University. So the coach wants to do actually the same formula. Orlando Zekiri and Carlos Ledona are coming in.
And of course, Maurizio, you know a bit about Ledon, and you've been singing his praises last night or a few nights ago against Barry, saying how he's been very good in the midfield. And we saw that against Barry. He was a great substitution, came in and brought a lot of life to the Spartans.
Yeah, and I'm impressed of his path because he played in Mexico City last semester. He's a sophomore, so yeah, he has gained experience this season, and he shows a lot of leadership and attitude, so that's going to be important for the Spartans at this specific moment that they're losing by 2.
I do want to mention real quickly, in the semifinal versus Barry, Tampa did start off the first half being down, and in the second half coming back with 2 unanswered goals. So look forward. They're a stronger second half team, at least I would say so. So if you're here for the first half, stay for the second half. We're having a very exciting championship Sunday, and we got to give a quick shout out to the Sunshine State Conference. Thank you so much for letting us use your live stream platform all year. Please follow us on Tampa Spartans on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the platforms to get up-to-date information on all sports here at the University of Tampa. But with that being said, back to you, Taylor.
And also, of course, check out Nova Southeastern. We wouldn't be good enough commentators if we forgot about the traveling school and, of course, the other finalists here for this very exciting Sunshine State Conference final. Check out their live streams for their other sports, too. And even though Tampa's one of the best volleyball schools in the nation, Nova did win on the road against Tampa when they met earlier in the year. So definitely check them out when they're live, too. Good play in the midfield from Angad Sala. Chance for Tampa on the...
Nutmeg!
2 great moves in a row. Angad Sala with the nutmeg, but a great play in the midfield by Nova, dancing around, getting by some Tampa defenders, but Sean Quinn will win it right back for the Spartans.
So important to have Sean Quinn in form. Like, he's one of the best midfielders in the entire conference. He actually absolutely showed his strength, and now Tampa has the ball, but it's been very intense. I just want to see how the Spartans are going to get out of this one.
Spartans defense actually playing very well today. Nova Southeastern's offense just been one step above them. That's why they have 2 goals on the board. I believe there was a foul called. Taylor.
Yep, the foul will be called on Nova Southeastern, so Tampa will get a free kick. And as you were mentioning for the defense, Tampa's defense has been strong, but all Nova has needed to do was find those 2 good goal-scoring opportunities, and they've been clinical when it comes to putting in the back of the net tonight. I think they've had 2 shots on goal, and both of those shots have made it. And it looks like Tampa could be ready now, of course, that Ledon substitution. And, of course, Arnaldo Zakiri.
I would watch out for Sala in the left corner.
The free kick is going to be very important. Agustin Barrofi is also there. The last free kick, the ball went to him, so let's see what happens here. Teal Newman will take it.
Ball's going to be kicked forward into the box, over to the goalie. Easily picked up. No danger here. Now, here comes the kick to try to clear it all the way up. 3-on-1 for Nova Southeastern. So they won't be able to get it there with the 3 Tampa defenders in the way. Now once again, Tampa going to hold it, and just a safe ball back to Forster. Tampa will be able to try to get back going on the attack, and you can notice Tampa with 4 players up, trying to push forwards, get on the back line and put pressure there. Gamio, a big tackle. That will be a foul.
I don't want to comment too much on the penalties today, as they are the refs, we are the broadcasters.
They're fighting now.
But I do want to say it is a complicated call to make. It was a call that was made. There seemed to be a little bit of pushing and shoving happening. Hopefully number 2 for Nova Southeastern is okay. It's one of those tough calls. Both players met, seemed to made a slide tackle. They made the call nonetheless, so that's what I believe it will be, a foul against Tampa. I do not believe any cards have been given, but the trainers seem to be coming out, and hopefully number 2 for Nova Southeastern is okay.
No cards given, and the clock stops with 19 and 45 seconds. Every minute counts in every final and in every game, so that's going to be important. Number 2 for Nova Southeastern is still on the ground.
I don't think it was obviously intentional. Like I said, it was one of those moments where they just happened to meet. Nonetheless, Taylor.
Yep. And that play, I think that Gamio was able to get the ball, but on that rough of a challenge, and especially with Manuel Shuke down, hopefully he's going to be okay and able to get back up and get back into this game. Definitely a foul, and there will be a yellow card given to Nico Gamio, and I will say that's probably deserved. Gamio accepts it. He knows that he was a little rough on that challenge. As Manuel's going to get a drink, I think he'll be able to get back into the game. 19:45 remaining in the first. As you were able to see as well, Gamio was able to check on the injured shark down on the field. He definitely didn't want to go too hard in that challenge. So, good sportsmanship all around. Always great to see here. Both teams are fired up for the final, but again, sportsmanship and having fun is what's most important at the end of the day.
And that's what Sunshine State Conference likes to promote, sportsmanship from both sides. Things got a little chippy, but in the end, they meet with sportsmanship. Love to see it. Nonetheless, Taylor, please take it away.
All right.
Attention, please. A yellow card has been charged in Tampa. Number 4, Nico.
As announced by the PA, Gamio does get that yellow card. And now, Nova Southeastern will be able to get back on a free kick. And just for now, Manuel will be on the bench for a minute, as he's just going to be checked up on again. He'll probably be back up as he's back up and moving around. But he's going to get a little breather. He's worked very hard as well and done a good job on defense so far. So, good commendable performance.
And this is the moment the first substitutions are happening, but not only for Tampa, there are also substitutions for Nova Southeastern, as number 17, Tino Miguez. He is actually from Santiago de Compostela, Spain, is coming in, and also number 2 is about to get subbed in, Manuel Cucaj, and he is from Market. So very interesting. He is from Market. So very important also to see those substitutions, and Orlando Zekiri is coming in for the Spartans too. So yeah, different changes that play actually work in order to see the substitutions happening, and Tampa now trying to get a reaction.
So now they're going to line it up and get going. Of course, as we had mentioned as well, Zakiri, when he came on in the second half against Barry, he was very good, very clinical, and very good to create chances for Tampa. Sent forward, and Tampa will get the goal kick.
Number 2 comes back into the game. Mr. Kukai comes back in for...
It is Paul Buss who's coming in. Who's coming out from Nova Southeastern. An interesting substitution. So it is Team Kraft getting out and Carlos Ledon taking his place. Very important to see the Mexican in shape. And here he was asking the ball. First ball to Orlando Zekiri. He's fresh.
Number 13, Orlando Zekiri.
Well, be cleared away by Nova's going, and now Tampa's got a chance.
I want to make one thing up about number 13, Zakiri, the man in neon cleats all year. Hasn't been much of a goal scorer, I would say, but he is a jump starter for the Spartans team off the bench, and I believe that's what the coach is trying to do here right now, being down 2-0. Taylor.
Tully on the press, going to be cleared away by the Nova Southeastern goalie. Good pressure in the midfield from Tampa. They are all over the ball, and that is a clean play there in the midfield.
Carlos Ledon there, present there. His first aggressive play, the ball coming in for Juan Fernandez. He lost it. Just want to mention what Tate said about Orlando Zekiri. He hasn't all the stats. He hasn't all the goals. And here's
another potential controversial call. Both players are rolling around on the ground. Number 2 was just down. Kodakai and star player for Tampa, Omar Talley. I do not know what the call may be. It may be a no call. Hopefully both players are okay. I did not personally see what happened because we were watching the ball. Either of you see what happened?
Yeah, you could see they were actually crashing into each other. And well, number 2, Manuel Kukash has had a very rough start because it's been 2 times that he's been on the floor, on the ground, and at the same place. So quite interesting. Omar Tally still down. That's very important for the Spartans. We'll see what happens as there are all the players from the Spartans warming up except for the goalkeepers, and a substitution might come if Omar Tally doesn't get up.
I do want to mention this Pepin Stadium keeps getting larger by the moment. I don't know how many more people we can sit. Absolutely love the fan support from both sides today. We've mentioned it once, but the weather's been beautiful. The wind's picking up a little bit. But a great day for some Championship Sunday soccer. Hopefully both these players are okay and we continue here shortly. We may want to throw to a commercial break real quick. 15-second commercial, and we'll be right back with the Championship Sunday game between University of Tampa Spartans and the Nova Southeastern University Sharks. And we are back. Omar Tally did walk back off the pitch under his own fruition, so that's a good sight to see. Hopefully he is okay. With that being said, is a Tampa throw-in from Nico Gamio. Taylor?
So Marcelo Valbuena is getting in for Omar Tally. There is a foul there, and the ball is coming back to Nova Southeastern. So yeah, Nico Gamio just motivating the rest of the player. It's going to be interesting to see a reaction here because the halftime is about to come.
So, also we can see at the sideline, I think Omar Tally will be coming back in shortly, as well as he's going to be talking with his coach. Both players, when they got a little bit of a knock, they went out just to get a breather and some water, and it's a good chance to get them a little bit of rest. They've still got 45 long minutes to go in the second half, as Nova will be ready to take a deep free kick. The goalie is going to be looking to push it far up, as we see a lot of Nova defenders all the way up, and Tampa having to defend them pretty far back.
Like we mentioned, 19 countries being represented in today's Championship Sunday final. A lot of cultures clashing, a lot of 2 teams from 2 different parts of Florida also competing. Like I said, this game's going to get more intense as the night continues. Taylor?
There's a header won by Valbuena at Tampa. Now, controlling in the midfield. They're going to send it back. A ball up to Amgad Salah, not going to work. Macho Fernandez trying to press for it. He will get it. Valbuena now. Out wide to Amgad Salah. Salah gets by 2. Good spin move.
Fantastic spin move by Salah, one of the best handlers on the team with the soccer ball.
And Tampa now is going to be able to get a chance. Whipped in outside the box, but a good interception there from Nova. Falls back to Sean Quinn. And Quinn now going to be able to play it back out wide for Tampa. Quinn holding it himself.
Master class here by Amgad Salah and Sean Quinn. Quite fantastic to see those plays here.
Nova, good defense there. You can see their formation while defending, a bit of a 4-2-4-2. Of course, that very famous system that was most popularly used, I believe, by Sir Alex Ferguson with Manchester United. The 2 wide midfielders, 2 center midfielders, 2 forwards, and of course, the fullbacks and center backs. Keeping a very nice, steady shape that provides very good coverage on defense, both on the wings and up front. Nico Gamio cuts inside, played inside. Juancho Fernandez back out to the midfield duo of Carlos and Quinn.
Tampa seems to be getting it 3/4 of the way, but cannot find a way to get inside the box. We will see what happens right here, right now.
That's a good move from Zakiri.
That's a foul, and a fantastic move there by Ornaldo Zakiri. He's been very efficient since he started the game, and Omar Tally might get in. So quite impressive to see that, and a very important free kick here for the Spartans. 16 minutes remaining in the first half.
Very important free kick incoming. I do want to say Omar Tally not being on the squad right now. He's one of the key aspects of this team, so it's a huge loss if he was out of the game, but glad to see him coming back. Also coming in for Nova Southeastern University is
Henrik Berg, one of the leading assisters for the team, trying to get a little bit of creativity back in the midfield, as Tampa has had the control for the previous few minutes, as they will now get a dangerous free kick opportunity. The substitution won't be made yet. They're going to want the number 16, Valbuena size, as here's the ball into the box.
And it is a corner kick now for the Spartans. So the substitution might come. Berg is from Sweden. So Tate was picking up the international players, and Berg is getting an opportunity. And of course, Omar Telly from Switzerland too.
And I think they're trying to line up the substitution. Tolly is the standard set piece taker for Tampa. And Tolly's back in the game. To some claps of delight from the Tampa crowd. Nova's now got to defend this corner kick to keep their 2-goal lead. 15 minutes remaining in the first.
So Valbuena is getting out, and Omar Telly just got in, and he's going to take the corner kick. I want to see a play just like the one that we saw with Juancho Fernandez, and here it comes.
Tampa whip it in far post. But Nova's going to maintain possession afterwards. It was headed the other way, I believe, by one of the Nova defenders. And Tampa will now get a throw-in closer to the midfield.
It was the Swedish Berg there with a great defensive coverage, and the Spartans getting another opportunity, and Valbuena is getting subbed in, and Sala is getting some rest.
If Tampa wants to come back into this game, the whole key to the match would be execution. They've had a few opportunities. The reason the score is 2-0 and not 0-0 is because Nova Southeastern has executed. Tampa needs to execute if they would like to come back in tonight's championship Sunday. Back to you, Taylor.
And very well said. Execution is key and will always be key. And one of Nova's defenders has slipped, but Nova's going to try to react well defensively.
Omar Talley has 7 assists on the year. He can be deadly from both scoring and assisting, so watch out.
Now, Fernandez. That's a great save there in the net by Nova Southeastern, by Alberto Soroy. But Tampa still gets it right back. And once again, they have another chance. Inside, Ronaldo Zakiri. Zakiri, great defense there from Nova Southeastern to win a dangerous ball in the box. And as we are seeing, the final 5 or 6 minutes of most recent action has been completely Tampa, but now Nova on the break. Nova whipped all the way wide, but it's going to go out for a Tampa goal kick.
So just want to speak about what we mentioned at the beginning of the game. You can see that play Omar Talley, they're having a connection with Juancho Fernandez. They've been quite a fantastic duo we've seen in this season, and also can be said, Omar Talley has 10 goals, 7 assists, Juancho Fernandez 8 goals, so they've been the offensive hero for the Spartans.
Yep, and now we are back in with the throw-in. Now Omar Talley's going to win it and try to bring it up for the Spartans. Juancho taken down in the midfield. It is very windy up here, and also windy on the field. That probably was one of the causes for Forster's missed pass earlier on. Now, Damio, throw in all the way over to the midfield. Right on. Good job controlling it. Back to Sean Quinn. Quinn, however, going to be double teamed right there. Nova on the break. They've got a 3-on-3. This is going to be a good chance. Nova keeping it wide. Cross inside. Very well defended from Tampa right there. Not going to let that shot go on goal.
Fantastic defense by Barafio. Back to you, Taylor.
Yeah, Barafio, what a great play there. Unfortunately, not able to fully clear it. And once again, Nova with a chance. But a misplayed ball, trying to go back to Berg. Berg, a good tackle there. It was a clean tackle on Zakiri. And Nova will once again have a chance in Tampa's final third.
Quite interesting to see. Valbuena is now the offensive player. Omar Talley is an offensive player too, but he's taking more to defend. So I think that actually the coach decided to do that substitution. Omar Talley now will be ready for any counter-attack if there's an opportunity, but that's going to be important with 11 minutes remaining in this first half. The ball, Juancho Fernandez to Omar Talley. Fantastic. 3 players defending, 3 players attacking. Valbuena is getting in. Omar Talley has space. Omar Talley! Omar Talley! That was a good chance there by Omar Talley. And I like the Spartans trying to get more opportunities, trying to shoot the ball as a substitution is coming in for the away team. It is Michael Lawrence, number 18 for Nova Southeastern. And it is number 12 who's going to come out.
Number 12, Milos Christoforou will be leaving the pitch. Execution, but I also do want to mention in soccer, also in hockey, as well as other goal sports like lacrosse, the more you shoot, more shots taken, eventually one has got to go in. And the Spartans are going with that strategy here with only 10:53 remaining.
Meanwhile, chance for Nova, foul in the box, and it will be a foul on Nova. So, a little bit aggressive, I think they were trying to say. Natty Cornish, I think it was looking. Actually, it's not Cornish.
It's the man who just entered the game.
Yeah. Nova's player had a really good run, a really good look. He feels there was a penalty, but the ref thinks otherwise. A good chance right there, and yeah, that was Michael Lawrence.
Tampa fans cheering, Nova Southeastern University fans booing. Omar Talley doing a fantastic job trying to keep it in bounds, but I think, was a foul called?
Nope, it's out for a throw-in. It just went out of bounds.
People were talking. I assume there might have been a foul. Nonetheless, Nova Southeastern throwing. Back to you, Taylor.
Yep, Tampa now going to hold possession up in the attacking third. Rough challenge there from Ledon.
The referee says it's a foul against Tampa. Carlos Ledon made that foul to number 14, Henrik Berg. We remember he's from Sweden, so the Mexican actually stumbled the Sweden player.
So now a chance for Nova Southeastern in the free kick. Under 10 to go. That's very well taken, very quickly taken. Finds the open Nova player. But very good defense from Henry Wells. Not going to let it go too far. And cleared away.
Very good clearance by the Tampa defense.
Tampa winning it by the out-of-bounds line, but Nova's going to win it right back. It's a good battle here in Tampa's final third. Good moves right there by Sakiri as he's been solid in defense. Ball back over to back over to Tali, who's been playing more on the wing right now. He's filled in right where Angad Sala was. Now ball whipped through. Can Wancho get onto it? No, it's going to be a great interception. And by Manuel Shukai. Great play in the midfield by the German.
Nico
now
Gamio.
Tampa, dangerous throw.
Nico Gamio to throw it in, number 4 for the Spartans.
Carlos Ledon touching it with his defense, Albert Morales. So quite present to be on the wings. That's important as Tampa has a lot of players. He has 5 players now attacking. Orlando Zekiri and Nico Gamius coming back to its defensive position. Zekiri is looking for a chance too. Juancho Fernandez keeping the ball. Oh, what a player. What a pass from the captain. Going into the wing, trying to find an opportunity. But Nova Southeastern is defending pretty well. They have the lead, so they know their position. And here a play. Oh, there's no foul there and a counter-attack chance for Nova Southeastern, the away team, trying to get a third goal. That would absolutely be massive. Albert Morales there. And there's a foul. The referee says it was
a very controversial foul here as you hear the Tampa boos and you hear the cheers from Nova Southeastern fans. I think that was a clean tackle in my opinion, but like I said, I'm a broadcaster. That's why they're paid to be referees. Nonetheless, back to you, Taylor.
Yep, looking at that play, I think both plays were relatively clean tackles, but no harm, no foul necessarily on that play. Nova Southeastern will get a good free kick. That was a good chance from Tampa, but a good job by Nova to win it back as they're going to now win it back in the midfield. Played around again to Manuel. Manuel, good ball up. Good play by Quinn to be able to dislodge it. Tali and Gamio working together. Tali's going to now send it right back as Tampa's going to circle it around. The first half of the first half was a great start for Nova. They looked a little bit better on the ball and, of course, were extremely clinical. But Tampa in the second half of the first half has started to get into gear and open up good chances and have held the majority of possession.
I do want to say Tampa's only got 7:15 remaining here in the first half to try to get a score on the board, try to get the momentum going their way. We'll see if they do it right here, right now.
It's going to be cleared away, and Nova Southeastern now have a chance to try to bring it back up. Good pressure from the Spartans, though, not trying to give Nova a lot of room to work. But Nova still finding their opportunities and open players back and forth.
Nova Southeastern passing the ball. Oh, there's a very rough foul there by Omar Talley. There's no cards yet, but the clock is going to stop. I just want to say Nova Southeastern was touching the ball, and a yellow card is coming in for number 16. It is a yellow card for the away team. Tobias Perio got a yellow card, and also for Omar Talley because of the foul that he committed.
This game is going to get more physical the more this happens. I'm telling you, these are two rivaled teams with a rivaled history. So add a lot of people in the stands, add a beautiful Sunday evening, and we got ourselves a very interesting Championship Sunday. Taylor?
Yep, and looking back on that play, Omar just mistimed his tackle and accidentally took the 21 down. He got a yellow card for it. Number 16 was pretty upset about that, and the ref wanted him to calm down, gave him the yellow card. Number 21 and number 10 hugged it out afterwards. Omar, I think, apologized for missing his tackle right there. Now, Nova Southeastern back off the quick free kick.
Nova Southeastern University fans saying scoreboard, and they may just be right, but time will tell if that stands to be true. Nonetheless, back to you, Taylor.
And thank you. So either way, Forster now going to be bringing it up. And a good chance from Tampa here as they're going to be working around.
And another substitution will happen for the Spartans after the ball gets out. It would be number 7 from Germany, Julius Becker. He'll get an opportunity in this final to show himself.
6 minutes left in the first half. It's a good ball played up by Tampa. Zakiri can't get it too cleanly, though, and it will be intercepted well by Nova. Nova's going to bring it back out to Shukai. He's going to now try to bring it up.
Tampa is one pass away from a huge opportunity. They have been all day.
The referee says the ball didn't get out. The fans don't like to see that.
That's a good play by number 21 on Sean Quinn. Quinn, however, is going to recover.
And it is a foul against the Spartans. Nova Southeastern will have a very interesting free kick. 5 minutes remaining, and Nova Southeastern with the advantage. What they want is to keep the ball and to keep the lead.
Yep, and right before that foul was a good play by Nick Brisevac, the German there as well. Making a good play to get the ball by Sean Quinn. And that tackle will take down one of Nova's players and give them another dangerous opportunity. We saw them score from one set piece before. They're going to be hoping to do it again.
We also have a Tampa player down. I want to say
it is Omar Talley.
It is Omar Talley. He hopefully is okay, as he did have a collision over on the left side of the field earlier in this half. He's walking off. I think the trainers are going to ask him a few more questions. Number 7.
Julius Becker, the German, is getting in.
He's also a classmate of mine. Did a fantastic job presenting his marketing presentation, I will say himself, but also a fantastic soccer player in his own right. We'll see what he does right here, right now. Taylor, take it away.
Exactly. I think Omar's just going to be checked up. Hopefully he's going to be able to return later, but Becker will be able to go in, a fresh pair of legs in attack. And now, Brisevac inside. Well defended by Tampa. Away by Zakiri. A fancy clearance, but it's going to fall right back to Nova. Nova's going to bring it back up. Back out wide for Nova.
Nova doing an absolutely fantastic job passing the ball today. Tampa's doing a fantastic job on defense, but every time two Tampa defensemen attack, the offense seems to be doing a very good job finding the hole to pass to another Shark player. Nonetheless, back to you, Taylor.
So that ball will be easily cleared away by Tampa. Now Nova's once again going to control it in the midfield. Not a lot of time remaining in the first, but Tampa hoping some of their fresher legs can come in handy. Here's a good chance from Nova as they're going to get it up into Tampa's half. Good play from Sean Quinn to disrupt it, but it's going to fall back to a Nova Southeastern player. The Sharks are hungry, still looking for good opportunities. They've got it out in the left wing. Nova going to try to bring it back. They've got a good triangle system set up on the wing right there, working it back and forth between their players. But Tampa defending it well. Nova will get another throw in.
The Sharks smell blood in the water, and this next goal may be for Nova Southeastern, may be the nail in the coffin theoretically. Who knows? We're about to find out. There's only 3:50 remaining here in the first half. Tampa down 2-0 in this Sunshine State Championship final.
Watch out with Becker on the left side. He's asking for the ball, and Forster's going to deliver it to him. Huge sprint there by the player that just got subbed in. Juancho Fernandez can keep it. The midfield is now controlled by Nova Southeastern, even though Sean Quinn has been fighting to get the ball back.
Yeah, that was a good play, good chance for Becker, but unfortunately, very good play by Shukai to be able to get in there and intercept the ball. Back for Nova. Ball's going to go out.
Nico Gamio was taking that ball too far behind. The referee says you have to come back. 3 minutes remaining. Ball to Becker. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Spartans yet.
Spartans going to win it back. And now once again, another throw-in for Tampa. They're going to be looking to try to find one goal before halftime. There's a 2-goal deficit, even though I mentioned earlier, it's a dangerous lead. It's still a hard one to come back from. So Tampa's going to want to keep pushing and keep fighting. Nova, however, going a little bit slower, saving a little bit of energy before they go into the break. Played around again by Nova. Tampa is going to win it right back. Tampa now with a good chance. Well defended, however, again by Nova. Nova's been A+ on their defense tonight, not limiting a lot of the Spartans' opportunities, and they've been able to get in front of that cross right there. And once again, Nova's going to win it by the midfield. Quinn, a good job being able to hold his own in the midfield. Two players on him. That is a foul and will be a yellow card for Henrik Berg.
Is that his second yellow card? That is not his second yellow card. My apologies.
A yellow card for number 14, Henrik Berg. He's from Sweden. He got subbed in, and he's been very, very intense in those plays. So now he gets his first yellow card of the game.
Tampa now with a possible free kick opportunity as the clock is stopped at 2:13.
2:13 remaining, and you may be saying to yourself, well, that's not a lot of time left. Well, Tampa has scored literally with 1 second left in the half, so it's not over until it's 0-0-0-0. So stay tuned and get ready for this free kick right here, right now.
Free kick, whipped into the box. Far post! Unfortunately, Wells can't keep it on target. It will be a goal kick. No foul in the play.
2 minutes remaining. Nova Southeastern leading 2-0.
We were mentioning, of course, the stands earlier and the fans here, and I'm counting maybe under 20 seats open. So if new fans are coming in, they might be turned away at the gate eventually. Or they might just have to go and watch around the field. Now Nova Southeastern with a good chance as they bring it back up. Good play out wide. They've got a little bit of space. They bring it into the box. Passed around. Shot on goal. It's 3-0. 3-0 with 1:36 remaining in the first half. It's a nightmare for Tampa, but it's heaven for Nova Southeastern. 3-0 the Road Warriors on a roll.
With that being said, with Tampa wants to get back in this game, they're going to have to figure out something and something quick, because like I said, 2 goals are hard to come by in soccer, but 3 are almost next to impossible. If they come back here this evening, it'll be something for the history books. Nonetheless, Fabricio.
It's been the ideal first half for Nova Southeastern. What I can say is what Tate said earlier in the game. They've been efficient. They've been the team that actually puts the ball into the back of the net. And of course, the fans from Nova Southeastern love to see it. First half, majestic first half for Nova Southeastern. Is going to be very tough for the Spartans, but they still have a second half and everything can change in soccer. 3-0 for Nova Southeastern.
With that being said, Nova Southeastern is celebrating their 3-goal lead, still saying scoreboard. Tampa not having much to really cheer about yet. The players trying to decide if they can make them cheer. We'll find out here very shortly. We have 1:30 remaining. Taylor.
Tampa trying to get underway to start. They're trying to attack with a lot of energy. Nova has been clinical. They haven't had as many chances as Tampa, but they've made the most of every single one. And now, Sean Quinn playing it up. Very good defense. Not going to be able to let them get open. Sean Quinn playing it out wide again as we reach about 1 minute to go, as it'll be announced in the PA in about 5 seconds. Now whipped into the box. Falls a little bit far, and it's going to be head back right with Nico Gamio. No! Gamio can't get it. Nova can't keep it in bounds. Very good effort on that play by Michael Lawrence.
He tripped on the ball looking for a foul. I think he might have thought that the defenseman may have tripped him. Nonetheless, Tampa still has 48 seconds. If I was Tampa, you just have to not focus on the scoreboard and just chip away at that lead and just worry about playing some good-fashioned Sunday championship football. Back to you, Taylor.
Zakiri now, looking to be a good pivot for Tampa. Sean Quinn trying to find open space. But again, now, Nova Southeastern dropping nearly 6 players in the defensive line. Brought it to the box. The goalie's not going to be able to fully keep it, but that contact will be a foul.
It will be a foul, and it will be the end of the first half. Nova Southeastern with a 3-0 lead. It's been fantastic for these Sharks who actually just got here, and they're watching blood all over the field.
10, 9.
There is 9 seconds, as you can hear the PA behind me counting down. I do want to say, if I am Smith, the coach for the Spartans, I would tell my players, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 3-0. If they can score 3, we have one more win than they do, then we can score 3. This is the perfect time not to give up if you're a Spartan fan. And if you're Nova Southeastern, you're just saying, very good first half, very good job putting the ball on net, very good job executing. We just need to keep doing what we've been doing. Tampa hopes that Nova Southeastern can become complacent and execute. Hopefully these fans can get into it a little bit more. I know they haven't had much to cheer for, but trust me, they feed off the Spartan spirit. It will be very interesting to see what happens here in the second half. My name's Tate Gephardt, alongside
Taylor Sorley
and Fabrizio Mejia.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. We're watching Championship Sunday on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. We'll be back here for the second half. Peace.
This is the University of Tampa. UT students travel from across the nation and around the globe to join a dynamic learning community. There are 150 academic programs, continuing studies for non-traditional students, and a highly ranked graduate school. Academic opportunities are extensive and rigorous, but this mid-sized residential campus retains a welcoming feel. With a student-faculty ratio of 16:1, students benefit from direct interaction with expert faculty, a faculty that is passionate about teaching and mentoring. Outside the classroom, UT enjoys a unique environment. Plant Hall, a National Historic Landmark, is surrounded by modern and historic buildings on 105 acres. UT's beautiful downtown riverfront setting offers a gateway to the heart of a vibrant city. Students are within walking distance of jobs and internships, and the recreational opportunities are endless, both off-campus and on campus. Students live in upscale residence halls and enjoy diverse activities, including performing arts, guest lectures, nearly 200 clubs and organizations, and a nationally ranked NCAA Division II athletics program. The UT experience begins with an innovative first-year program and continues with opportunities to challenge yourself in the honors program, to study abroad, to conduct research with faculty, to do an internship, to volunteer in the community, or to participate in multiple leadership programs. Explore your dreams, discover your talents, get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
In the late 1920s, the prospect of a Hillsborough High student enrolling in college was bleak. The nation was in the throes of the Great Depression. Businesses were failing, and many of Tampa's beautiful waterfront homes were left abandoned. The principal at Hillsborough High, Frederick Spalding, didn't see these barriers. He only saw bright young students who were in need of a place to continue their learning. In 1931, collegiate-level courses were offered at Hillsborough High. This would later become the University of Tampa. On August 2, 1933, Spalding arrived at the doors of Plant Hall with a 100-year lease from the city and a firm resolve, and with the turn of a key, opened the door to the University of Tampa. In its fledgling years, UT was fortunate if it could collect half of the tuition due from its students. It was only through the dedication of its professors, who worked without pay, that the university survived the Great Depression. Over the next several decades, UT grew slightly, enrolling up to 1,800 at times, starting several sports teams, and even began accepting students from other areas of the country. But in the early 90s, the growth seemed to stand still, even stop. UT needed new life, some passion. UT needed strong leadership.
In 1995, Dr. Vaughn became president and UT began to transform. 1,000 UT students has become 7,200, and we are now entering our 17th consecutive year of record enrollment. All the while, UT's academic profile continues to increase. There has been $350 million in new construction since 2000. We have added 7 new residence halls, academic buildings and labs, as well as athletic facilities. Plant Hall even got new carpet and new windows. UT now has more than 3,000 events annually and 200 clubs and student organizations. We have won 13 NCAA Division II championships, and since 2000, Spartan teams have won 35 Sunshine State Conference titles. As a member of the University of Tampa Spartan family, you are a guiding force behind UT's remarkable success. We are alums, students, parents, and friends, and together we are changing lives. We are individuals, yet the greater whole is only complete when we work together. You have helped make UT a vibrant community with growing resources and a superior reputation. Just like in the beginning when professors worked without pay, the spirit of giving at UT remains strong. Last year, nearly $14 million was donated to the university by thousands of generous supporters. When we strengthen education, we strengthen our job force and our nation as a whole. Donations support academics, campus life, and a student's ability to afford an education. Your participation is what matters most and shows that our Spartan family believes in the future of UT. Whatever level of support, your gift is important to us and enables UT to provide the challenging, high-quality education that has defined our university. Thank you for helping UT achieve such great success.
are hard to beat. The Bob Martinez Athletic Center includes a large gymnasium, a weight room, and training facilities. In addition, the campus features an aquatic center open year-round, 6 tennis serves as a home for all major performances made by UT's Department of Speech, Theater and Dance, as well as special guests. This is one of UT's newest facilities, the Innovation and Collaboration Building. Here you will find UT's very own Starbucks. In addition, classrooms, cybersecurity labs, study lounges, and the Loth Entrepreneurship Center designed for student entrepreneurs to launch their startups. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video tour of UT, we'd love to give you one in person. For more information or to schedule a campus visit, go to ut.edu.
College sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us and for college sports.
How is it going, everybody? We are back here in beautiful, sunshiny Tampa, Florida for the Sunshine State Conference Championship game. The first half had 3 Nova Southern University goals. Tampa had 0. This is a huge opportunity for Tampa to come back. The fans are awaiting a goal, have not yet to see one all day. My name is, of course, Tate Gephardt, alongside
Taylor Sorthy
and Fabrizio Mejia.
It's a beautiful day here in Tampa, and it's just about to get finished up here with the second half. Hopefully Tampa can score 3 goals on the Tampa side. Nova Southeastern's obviously hoping for at least a stoppage of 3 goals or at least one more goal to execute this game. Nonetheless, Taylor?
Yep, of course, Tampa, not a great start for them, but they still have a lot of fight left, a long time to go. Nova's looked really good, and even though it's not a great-looking scoreline, Tampa has had really good momentum at the end of that first half. What they're going to need to do, they're going to need to look back in the history books. Take it back to the year 2005 in Istanbul in the Champions League final. Liverpool went down early, went down later in the first, and then went down nearly at the end of the first to go down 3-0 to AC Milan. What happened after that? Steven Gerrard scored in minute 54, Spicer scored in minute 56, and Javi Alonso scored after missing a penalty. Went to extra time, Liverpool won on penalties. Tampa will need to channel their inner Istanbul, and Nova Southeastern, you would avoid complacency as they work very well defending so far against Zakiri, who starts for the second half.
And speaking of the Istanbul miracle, this is what they're waiting for, a miracle. Of course, they want to get more opportunities. They started very good, and here the ball is into the box. It's going to be a corner kick for the Spartans. Great start. And for UT, they just have to focus on the game. Don't think about the result. Just focus on what's happening. And in this corner kick, that Max Brennan is about to kick.
What I said real quick before this corner kick happens was execute, execute, execute. I guarantee you that's what Smith told his team at halftime. We need to execute, execute, execute if we need to get back at this game, chip away, and hopefully tie or take the lead. Kick away.
Ball's going to be whipped into the box, headed away by Nova Southeastern. Not going to let it happen. Max Brennan's going to hold it out wide. Brennan whips it again, going to be deflected downwards and cleared all the way out. It'll be recovered by Tampa. Good defense there from Nova Southeastern all night, limiting Tampa's opportunities. I think both teams have had similar numbers of chances and shots on goal. And of course, as we were mentioning, it was the execution of Nova Southeastern that has been crucial. A good play from Wancho holding up possession, passing it back out wide to Wells. Wells now back out to Zakiri with the neon cleats.
Zakiri takes on one, takes on two. Zakiri! Oh, Zakiri! Fantastic play there by Orlando Zakiri. Sean Quinn taking a shot, and it's going to be the ball is for the goalkeeper. A goal kick now for Nova Southeastern, and it's been a very solid start for the Spartans. I believe that they are creating danger. They know they have to be the ones attacking. So quite interesting. You were speaking of the Istanbul miracle. The fans here from Tampa are waiting for that miracle to come here at Pepin Stadium.
They are waiting to erupt, and I'm telling you, this first goal may be what starts it. You need a momentum changer. You need something going differently. Tampa's been playing good, but they just need to play a little bit better. Anyway, back to you, Taylor.
Yep. And despite Tampa playing good, Nova has been playing perfect. A+ on defense, A+ on the attack. Tampa's going to get it out wide, but again, going to see if they can defend. Amgad Salah blocked, very well defended there. And again, I was mentioning earlier, Manuel out on the wing, number 2. It's going to be hit up to the goal, but no danger on that play. But Manuel on defense right there. He's doing a good job of defending 2 of Tampa's most dangerous attackers, whether it's Omar Tali, Amgad Salah, or even sometimes Wancho going out wide. Zakiri not going to be able to get in front of it. Nova on the break again. Nova Southeastern, the through ball. Is he onside? If he is, this is dangerous. One-on-one.
Albert.
2 defenders away. It's 4-0 for Nova Southeastern. This is a statement win. Right now for Nova Southeastern, goalie joins the celebrations, and with 42 minutes to go, that's Cinderella clock. It's past midnight. It's 1 a.m. It shows that spell was permanent. The Road Warriors making Pepin Stadium their home. Shock for the Spartans, joy for the Sharks. 42 minutes left, and it is another beautiful goal. Well-worked play, well-worked shot.
That can create frustration for the Spartans. You were starting the second half, and it isn't the best result now. 4 goals down, but I just want to say they have a lot of spirit. Motivation has to be there because Albert Morales was fighting in order to defend that ball. Now Nova Southeastern is full of confidence, and the fans are happy as if the title was already won. Still 40 minutes remaining. Tampa down by 4 goals. I haven't seen this in a while.
Tampa is down 4-0. Nova Southeastern is cheering. I do want to say the team seems to be bickering with one another, and really you have to have it's us versus them mentality. It is 4-0. You just need to have a confidence builder. You need to put a goal on the board as a ball is kicked towards the Nova South University, and a fan catches it. A beautiful catch by the Nova Southeastern University fan. With that being said, this is a crucial couple minutes for the Spartans, not just here, because like I said, even if they happen to lose today's championship game, they should still have a majority bid for the Division II tournament. So they just need to build off their momentum because there's a large crowded house at home. They need to score a goal at the very least. But nonetheless, don't worry about the scoreboard. Keep scoring. Their momentum seems to be going up, but execute, execute, execute. With that being said, back to you, Taylor, or Fabricio.
That is why it is important also to take all the free kicks. Max Brennan is about to take this one. And the coach is asking for the players to keep cheering them up and to keep everyone motivated. A free kick is about to occur, and it's going to be interesting to see Max Brennan get the ball into the box. Albert Morales there, only 2 players defending for Tampa. The free kick comes.
Free kick's going to be lofted in. Header, not going to find it. Tampa, what a save! Oh, it's going to go out for the Tampa corner off the deflection from Nova Southeastern. That is A+ goalie work from Alberto Soroy. Wow.
Wow, the Italian, that was like making a pizza, perfect pizza. What a save.
Very well said, Fabricio. Like I said, execute, execute, execute. The ball seems to be there. They just need to find the back of the net somehow. Anyway, Salah with the free kick.
Tampa now the corner kick. It's going to go in, headed away by Nova Southeastern. It's going to be played back out to Amgad Salah. Salah circling it around. Tampa, a ball into the box, falls right behind. Wells, I think, was barely in an offsides position no matter what. But could have been another good chance for Tampa. They desperately need something here as we're under 40 left to play.
You know what happened in that play? I believe that the ball was aimed to go to number 22 from the Spartans, Cody Wells, but there was a deflection from Albert Morales. Of course, he's watching the ball. He isn't watching a player that is behind him. So, unfortunately for the Spartans, but for now, Nova Southeastern feeling confident and getting the ball to the other side. Ball for the Spartans now.
Spartans, good defense by the corner. Good defense by the Spartans at the corner. Good pressure. Tampa not able to fully win it back as the Sharks are going to have it once again in Tampa's half. And they're holding on to possession very well. The momentum that had been won by Tampa at the end of the first half has not come back fully yet. But Tampa once again will win it after the misplaced cross. Ball up to Amgad Salah. The 2-on-3 not going to be able to happen there as it'll go out for a Nova Southeastern throw-in. And just looking back on that most recent goal, it was the substitute, Michael Lawrence, who was able to put Nova 4-0 up. As now a new substitution will come on as Giovanni Giocavasino will now come in to the game.
I know it's only 38-54 remaining here in the second half, and goals can happen aplenty once they start rolling, but Tampa needs to do something here and something here, dear, because their momentum seems to be lacking. The fans aren't really making a lot of noise, and there's not a lot to cheer for at the moment. So Tampa needs a spark starter. They need something going on to jumpstart this comeback right here, right now. Taylor, thoughts?
Yep, I agree. If Tampa wants a chance in this game, they're going to need a goal in the next few minutes, because already it's so unbelievably hard for Tampa to score. They've got some good looks, but they need to put it in the back of the net. Tampa, a miracle. It's more than a miracle at this stage.
Yeah.
Nova will be able to pick up the ball, however, keep it in bounds.
So less than 40 minutes to get 4 goals for the Spartans. That sounds very complicated, but they keep pressing. They have key players as Ornaldo Zekiri there on the wing and Sean Quinn, who keeps defending, keeps being a warrior. I just want to say, the first half was bad for the Spartans in terms of the goals, but it is only because Nova Southeastern was so efficient and they were playing very well on offense. For now, the Spartans can get that efficient, and it's going to be a foul, and the ball is coming back to the University of Tampa soccer team.
For those wondering, that would be a goal every 10 minutes. But like I said, soccer works in mysterious ways. We've seen goals every 20 seconds. So anything is possible. If you're a Spartan faithful, do not give up. If you're a Nova Southeastern University fan, you're just loving life right now. You're glistening up that trophy case to add another championship trophy to it. But Tampa looking not to give up right here, right now. Taylor, take it away.
Yep. And Tampa, of course, now going to boot a long ball up. Max Brennan trying to chase it down. He won't be able to, sadly. Another goal kick for Nova Southeastern. And again, everyone's come out tonight for a good game, and even though the scoreline hasn't been very friendly to the hosts, it's still been a fun night for every fan here, a fun night for us up in the commentary booth. We've had a lot of good action and a lot of good plays, but again, I just have to say as well, Alberto Soroy, he's been amazing in goal. He's had a few big saves and great plays. Now, ball up in the midfield, one back by Max Brennan. Juancho Fernandez, and Amgad Salah on the press. Salah, he's going to be able to win it away. Salah handling it.
What a play from Salah, but the ball is coming back to away team. Nova Southeastern now trying to get a chance. A good tackle there. Very physical getting into the midfield. And of course the Spartans trying to keep the pressure. That's the only way to get the ball back and to get goals back too.
I do want to say Nova Southeastern seemed to have a great history of finding a way to pass the ball as a foul is called. Seems a little delayed, or at least that's what the Tampa fans are saying. Nonetheless, foul is called. What I'm saying is yellow card. What I wanted to say was the passing from Nova Southeastern. They're not doing a lot of moving. They're making Tampa move back and forth, when really they're not using that much energy. That's a key part of today that is not showing on the scoreboard or won't show in the stat sheet, but it's a big part of why they're winning today's game.
Yeah, totally, and that's going to be very important until the game ends to keep that pressure, keep that intensity. For now, Carlos Ledon is about to warm up with 2 other players from the Spartans, so quite interesting to see what the substitutions are about to be, but I just want to say that the Spartans are still struggling and they just have to keep their confidence. No matter what happens, keep that, as Tate said, keep trying.
Kick away. Tampa defense doing a good job clearing it.
Taylor?
Yep, Nova Southeastern now. Still holding possession. Yeah, their ball movement has been A+ tonight. They made really good passes to just get through the Tampa defense. Very accurate on the ball. Tampa's also done that as well, but they haven't been, I'd say, as efficient with making those very crucial plays, and especially in the final third. Nova Southeastern has just been deadly. They're going to now hold it out wide and going to go out. Nova's going to turn it around.
So number 24, Ezekiel Nichols, might be subbed in, and here's a chance. Amgad Salah looking for Juancho Fernandez. The fans love to see it, getting into the box. 1, 2, Salah! Oh, a huge chance, huge opportunity over there. They couldn't complete it, but the Spartans trying with Salah, who's been a key player on that wing, and he's the one pressing, he's the one trying. Juancho Fernandez couldn't get into the box. Interesting to see the Spartans reacting this way, as number 24 from the Spartans Nichols is about to get subbed in.
Spartans need to keep shooting. That's the only way they're going to find the net. Tonight the ball is not bouncing their way. It has for Nova Southeastern. They've been executing. Tampa just needs to keep shooting until they just one finds the back of that and hopefully build off that. That's the only way I see them coming back in today's game. But they're doing a good job so far. Hopefully they can get a goal here quickly. Nova Southeastern doing a fantastic job on defense. Like Taylor mentioned, the goalkeeper for Nova Southeastern doing an absolutely fantastic job today, not allowing even one goal. And also a fantastic save just right there. Fabricio.
Yeah, 2 fantastic saves, and the game would have changed. Agustin Marofio with that corner kick that he had the chance. The goalkeeper was there present. So, of course, there are 2 great goalkeepers today, and that's going to be important for the 2 teams. For now, the Spartans are still struggling, of course, to get this advantage back. And Agustin Marofio is getting out. Quite interesting. I believe it is the first time that at Pepin Stadium we see Agustin Marofio getting subbed off. But yes, there's a substitution there. The player from Uruguay isn't happy. Sean Quinn now getting a chance. Yeah, difficult for the Spartans. Ornaldo Zekiri and Amgad Salah trying, and there's a foul. The referee says it is a foul, no cards, just frustration in the stands for the Tampa Spartans fans. And the ball there now for Nova Southeastern.
This is the most packed crowd I've seen at Pepin Stadium all year. Some of the fans, this might be their first game of the year, so thank you guys for coming out so much today's game, regardless of how the score ends up being. Also mentioned in the break, follow Sunshine State Conference on any of their social media platforms, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and also you can watch this game also on SSC.tv. They're hosting all of our games, so we thank them so much. Nonetheless, Nova Southeastern on the attack.
Nova's going to bring it into the box again, well defended by Tampa. And Tampa going to now try to get back on the counterattack. Amgad Salah, a good turn. And now Tampa trying to get back on the break. Amgad Salah using some pace in the lane. Salah's going to turn it back.
He's so inspired. Amgad Salah so inspired here.
Ball's going to go out to Max Brennan from Ronaldo Zekiri. No, Zekiri's going to get in front of it. Whips into the box. Headed away and going to be picked up by Soy.
33 minutes remaining here in the second half of this Championship Sunday matchup. If you're just joining us, it's been all Nova Southern. They've found a way to hit the back of the net 4 separate times, as Tampa has not even had one chance or really one opportunity to do that today. They've actually played very well. If you just looked at the scoreboard, you wouldn't actually be able to find out the story of today's game. But still, what matters is how many times a team scores, and obviously Nova Southern has 4, Tampa 0.
Yeah, the Sharks have been very, very efficient, and Nichols is now in, and Teal Newman is about to get subbed into number 8. Here a chance for the Sharks. Number 10 there. Are they getting a 5th goal? Oh, huge defensive coverage there. The ball is going to Juancho Fernandez. Juancho Fernandez on the midfield. He has no one there to touch the ball, and it's going to be a ball for the Sharks. A throw-in actually. So Teal Newman is about to get subbed in, I believe, in this specific moment.
Yeah, that was a great shot there from Tampa, but great shot block there from Tampa. It was a good ball in, and nearly the 5th goal that surely would have just put the final stamp on the letter to send home the result.
I want to say Omar Talley is not in the game currently. He's been
went down to 2 separate times in today's game. One was with a collision. We have not heard anything about him. Hopefully he is okay. We'll find out about that after the game, and hopefully he'll be ready for the first round of the NCAA tournament. He may be okay now, and it may just be a smart strategic decision by the coach. I know he would like to play in the championship game, but they are down 4-0, and there's no point in putting your player at risk of another potential injury. He's a key part of this team, but will be interesting to see how this plays out right here, right now, with 31-17 remaining here in the second half. Taylor?
Yep, still plenty of time left, as now Nova will be able to take a throw-in. Now Nova, I think, as the second half has gone underway, plays equalized a bit more, but Nova is still showing very good talent, knowing what to do with their attacking possessions. Tampa's been more of a second half team throughout the year, but Nova not faced by that at all. That shot/through ball won't be able to get through, so it'll be a goal kick for Tampa. We're going to want to take this up quick.
I do want to say this is a completely different Nova Southeastern team than the Tampa saw on October 9th when Tampa won 1-0. It was a close game, so like I said, we knew coming into today it would be two very good teams and it could go either way, but it's a completely different, well, at least response by the Sharks here in Tampa.
I will say as well one thing. You always have to play the game. You can't just look at who's better on paper, who's better by a ranking to say who's going to win. Because I don't think that a lot of people would think that Nova would be winning by this much. I'm sure even Nova fans are probably a little surprised to see a scoreline at 4-0. I bet a lot of them were very confident coming off what was a dominant final 5 minutes to upset one of the best teams in the nation. And they've gone out and done it again in even more convincing fashion so far. But Tampa still showing so much fight, the through ball can't get to Amgad Salah. It will go out of bounds.
With that being said, if you did look at this on paper, you haven't been to a soccer game all year, and you saw number 9 Tampa versus an unranked Nova Southeastern, and you didn't look at the records, it would be tough to say that you would pick Nova Southeastern, but nonetheless, Tampa had energy. They have a lot of fan support today, but Nova Southeastern came, and they almost seemed like they came with so much energy and support for their team that it's just carried this game away. But with that being said, so I don't repeat myself, I'm going to toss you over to Taylor.
Yep, back around for Tampa now. They're going to build it up from the midfield. Played out wide and not going to be able to be picked up by Max Wells. Throwing here for Nova Southeastern. Throw-in's going to be going back. And here it is for Tampa. Tampa fighting for it in the midfield. Tampa now, good steal by Ronaldo Zakiri. A chance. Ancho Fernandez is offsides. He knows it too. They wanted to keep playing off until Newman. But unfortunately, Juancho was a little offside and they blew the whistle early.
Yeah, that offside was clear, and you could see Ronaldo Zakiri with a fantastic play on the midfield. He could take 3 players just in front of him. So quite interesting to see Ronaldo Zakiri doing a great job there. It hasn't been the offensive day for the University of Tampa, but also want to mention Nova Southeastern University has made a perfect game. They have a great defense, a fantastic offense. They've been so efficient in everything. So for now, they're playing a final like it has to be, Tampa 2, but they just missed that accuracy point.
I think very well said on that, and especially off that offside. It was a great offside trap there. The defenders moved at the perfect time to leave Juancho Fernandez alone. Offsides. Feeling a little bit blue there. Now, the Sharks with another corner kick. A chance to continue it. And again, both these teams have been great so far all season. And both teams will at this point, I think, definitely get a shot to go and try to do something special later this year in the Division II National Tournament. The Sunshine State Conference has had 3 of the best teams in the nation in men's soccer, and that's actually something that's beautiful to see. Whether it was Palm Beach, Tampa, or now, of course, Nova Southeastern, as they're ready to take the corner kick.
Well, right before that, there are some players pushing in the box, so the referee stops the corner kick, and it's finally gonna happen.
Seems like
Guarding the keeper as always. It's a good tactic on corners. Whipped inside. Amgad Salah will be able to head it away, but it'll fall right back to Nova Southeastern. Another ball into the box. Header won by Tampa, and the resulting rebound is skied. Now a substitution will be coming in for Nova Southeastern. Milos Christoforou is now going to come back into the game. He was in by the end of the first half, and he will substitute one of the best assisters on Nova Southeastern, and Henrik Berg.
Just to mention, Berg has already a yellow card, so that would be risky for actually Nova Southeastern University. But interesting to see how Nova Southeastern is still playing this as a final. They have a player with a yellow card. They have a 4-0 lead, and they keep fighting. So quite a good final for this away team.
Tampa seems to be doing a fantastic job of getting the ball past the 3/4 line, but just cannot find a way to get the ball into the net. It's just been one of those days, folks. I don't know how else best to describe it. They've done actually a very good job in today's game, and I think Coach Smith understands that. It's just if they can fix those little small things, I think we would see a very different score on the board today. For first-time Tampa fans, obviously you haven't seen anything. This is not usually how Tampa plays. They actually tend to do quite the opposite. They actually tend to be the ones scoring as much as Nova Southeastern is. Nonetheless, Taylor.
Southeastern now, going back on the break. They've got it out wide into the box. Gonzalo, the pressure, wins the ball for a really strong tackle. And there you go. And yeah, as you were saying, most of the games we've seen for Tampa this year, especially at home, the Pepin Stadium support has been massive for Tampa. And this is actually their largest deficit they've had all year, as Tampa now is open daylight with Max Brennan. Cuts inside, great interception. However, will be won back by Juancho Fernandez. Juancho now holding out wide. The shot on goal will be skied over and almost caught by the Tampa worker way in the back.
If you're here watching the game from the gym, that ball could get into you, but just want to say the University of Tampa keeps trying, Juancho keeps trying, but it's just so difficult because Nova Southeastern is playing very well on defense. And yeah, it's been a good game from both teams. Actually, you could see the scoreboard and you would be impressed because the University of Tampa hasn't played bad. It's just they haven't been efficient on offense and the opportunities haven't been taken properly.
Yep, and of course earlier in the second half, Tampa had two very nice shots on goal. One of them wasn't hit perfectly. It was a tough chance, I think, to reach from Gonzalo, and another one. An absolutely beautiful save there from Alberto Soroy, who's been a very good player, very underrated, I'd say, in this match for Nova Southeastern, being very good and being able to pick up the ball and make saves. Now, sub coming off, Salah's going to come off, and coming into the game.
Julius Becker, number 7 for the Spartans. Amgad Salah stepped up in a major way today. Again, if you just looked at the scoreboard, you wouldn't be able to tell that. But with Omar Talley going down, give me 1 second. There is the referees discussing with both coaches what is going down. Something apparently is either happening and they're warning. Sean Quinn doesn't seem to be happy with what the ref is saying. We can't obviously hear it up here in the booth, but it seems like a warning has been given to both teams. I don't know exactly on what. A player and the head coach for Tampa are going to the press box below.
The NCAA, the SSC, and both participating universities request that you continue with good sportsmanship throughout this game. The use of obscene language can lead to removal from the premises. Toward players or officials. Thank you.
Apparently there's a sportsmanship warning to both teams. I don't know exactly what has been said or going on. Something obviously was said for enough for the PA announcer to make a statement. I do want to say the Sunshine State Conference loves sportsmanship and wants to only present sportsmanship and well-respected between both sides. Obviously both have been warned, so hopefully we'll see a more clean language-used game. I don't know exactly what was occurred, but nonetheless, Tampa, I believe, with a corner kick, or maybe it'll be a corner kick.
Corner right here.
I want to speak about that warning. I would barely say it was because of something they said in Spanish, maybe some insults, but they don't take it right, and that's not right, so we just keep watching this game. With 24 minutes remaining, here comes a corner kick.
Yep. Now, first chance in for Tampa in the box. Well defended by Nova. However, Zakiri back outside. Shot on goal.
Fantastic save.
Tipped over the bar. He got into the air and he deflected upwards. Another corner for Tampa coming up.
You were speaking of Siroy earlier in the game. For me, he's the man of the match. He's been so important in this final. He's been a key player because Tampa keeps trying and trying, but that was a fantastic save, and you could see, for me, the man of the match.
It is sometimes weird to say a goalie is player of the match, but I will agree, he has been class tonight, and that will be a goal kick now off the failed corner attempt.
Time is running out for Tampa, 23:49 remaining. Tampa is down 4-0 to Nova Southeastern in this SSC championship. Thank you, Sunshine State Championship, again, for letting Tampa host a beautiful Sunday action. The scoreboard, on the other hand, not so beautiful for Tampa, but for Nova Southeastern University, like Taylor said, it's absolutely heaven for them right here, right now. I honestly think we might spark a bigger rivalry in other sports based off this game, because if this score holds, Nova Southeastern will be celebrating on Tampa's home field, and that usually does not sit well for the following year. I will not be here, but Taylor may have to text me, let me know how the game is next year. Nonetheless, Taylor, back to you.
Yep, and some substitutions have been made. Sean Quinn, the good Irishman in the midfield for Tampa, will be taking a breather. I assume will probably come back in a little bit later, but also coming out is the man from up on the Tyne, number 10, Matty Cornish, who had a great goal earlier to help Nova get off to their early lead. Now, Ronaldo Zakiri in the midfield, trying to win it. Back out to Brennan. Brennan's been playing on the wing more. Brennan, all the way up, not going to be able to get to its target. Great defense there from Nova Southeastern. Once again, Tampa rolling it back in the midfield, holding on to possession. It's been a great season and a great tournament for the Sunshine State Conference. And if you're a fan of men's soccer action, the season isn't over yet. After today's game, we've got a lot more action coming up with the tournaments coming up with Palm Beach Atlantic, Tampa, and most definitely Nova Southeastern definitely making appearances there for some nice December footy.
I do want to explain what's going to be happening after today's game if this score does stand. From my knowledge, Nova Southeastern will obviously get an automatic bid to the tournament because of winning the championship. Tampa will hope for an at-large bid. As their record stands at 13-3, they will go to 13-4, hoping to either, I don't know if they'll be able to host it anymore, but they should still be able to be in the Division II tournament, and that's what, as far as I know, what will be happening. Nonetheless, back to you, Taylor.
Yeah, being one of the top 10 teams in the nation will definitely get you a spot in that tournament either way. I was checking earlier, 40 teams are in the Division II National Tournament. Shot on goal, no, rebound, chance, back played, saved by Forster, deflected outwards. It will be a goal kick. The foul on Forster there. Forster down.
Forster is down. This is a huge loss if he is injured because he's been an absolute goal stopper for Tampa all year. And honestly, I know right now it's 4-0, but he has done an absolutely fantastic job down the stretch throughout the entire year. So this could be a huge loss for Tampa. The trainers are running out, so we hope he is okay.
Yep. And hopefully Forster holding his head.
Fans of the latest Sunshine
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back with a Sunshine State commercial.
Be sure to follow the Sunshine State Conference on Instagram.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big. We give it everything we've got.
And we are back, folks. Forrester seems to be okay with a long kick. Sunshine State, I would want to say, follow them on Instagram and Twitter at Division II SSC on Twitter and Instagram. With that being said, Forrester seems to be okay, and we are back in action. Tampa needs some scores, and they need some scores now. Taylor, thoughts?
Yep, Tampa needs to keep that pressure up, needs to keep attacking, and they are doing well so far as they've won it back in the midfield. Nova have also been very aggressive. Both teams rotating in a little bit, getting some of the players that don't always get a lot of action into the game to get a little extra time. Of course, Tampa, they need to keep pushing for anything. Nova, happy to just kind of sit back. They don't also want to pad the scoring as well. They don't want to risk anything by being too aggressive as well, because any lead is always vulnerable, and things can happen very quickly in soccer. So Nova Southeastern will be very glad to just keep the ball and hold it.
I want to talk about strategy real quick, but like you mentioned, Tampa putting in a lot of the reserves. I believe Nova Southeastern is going to start doing the same here soon, because like I said, implications after this game, it is 4-0. The chances of us Tampa coming back is quite little, so there's no point in injuring your star players for the tournament. Same goes for Nova Southeastern. There's no point in injuring your starters for the tournament as well. Anyway, Fabricio.
Yeah, I agree totally on that. It's not to hurt your key players, but also to get the opportunity of the new players to play a final. That's something big, and I think that will remain for them in their experience. That will be very important. So yeah, I think it's a smart choice from the coach. For now, only 20 minutes remaining. They have to keep pressing. They have to keep trying. It's still a final. The fans are present, but get opportunity to the new talents.
I do also want to say Tampa has won 2 forms of trophies to say this year. They beat University of South Florida in the Rowdies Cup, so they have a Rowdies Cup championship. And as well, they won the regular season, tied with PBA for the regular season championship. This will be, I believe, Nova Southeastern's first championship this year, or the second. There is a play down as we are waiting to see the foul. Taylor, I actually have a correction on the Nova Southeastern.
All right, foul on the play for Nova Southeastern, and it'll give Tampa a good free kick opportunity here.
Nonetheless, Tampa with a free kick.
Please, a yellow card is in charge to Nova Southeastern's number 4, Giovanni Santa Marcino.
Tampa with some movement around. They're going to try to look for that first goal right here. Ball into the box. Back out wide, played in and intercepted away. Nova, again, strong defending. Good now chance for Tampa to win it right back. Tampa, once again, good movement out wide.
Good play there, good chance to ball into the box, but intercepted.
Yeah.
Like I've said this the entire game. It's been a very good defense from Nova Southeastern now, trying to get a counter attack. Simply great, and the ball is going to be a throw-in now for the Spartans. Just want to say it's been very difficult for UT actually to create danger because the defense has been very good today. Great performance from Nova Southeastern, and yeah, 18 minutes remaining.
Yep, I will say Tampa needs to score a goal every 5 minutes if they want to stay in this game. Looks like a penalty will be called.
There'll be a foul in the midfield and a yellow card there. So, obviously, maybe a partially frustration foul for the reason the card was given, of course. And, yep. Tampa's still giving it their all. Nova's still giving it their all.
24, Edric Nichols.
18 minutes left as Nova will be able to restart play with a little free kick in the middle of the field. And again, you can see not as many players up. They're probably just going to keep it short and want to slowly build up another good possession. They've known how to do that. I think they've been very good on the ball tonight, making good passes and working the ball around Tampa's defense, as they are doing that right here. Good play in the midfield. And he will go down. Tampa fans not liking that at all. But free kick will be given to Nova Southeastern as we approach nearly 18 minutes left.
Hopefully number 6 is okay. Tampa assuming that it's potentially a flop, but we hope he's obviously okay down there.
And for Nova Southeastern, Manu Schwartz from Austria, number 9, is about to get subbed in. I don't know if instead of the player who's actually on the ground right now, just saying the fans are really complaining because they don't think it was a foul. And well, the time stops, but it's been very difficult, and the Spartans still have to score 4 goals if they want a miracle.
Yep, it's probably getting to the point where it might be too late for that. But Tampa playing for pride, playing for passion, and playing for the loyal fan base, trying to get some consolation goals and stuff here. And now, of course,
we will go back to a commercial break real quick as we assort the injury, and hopefully he is okay. You have been watching on the Sunshine State Digital Network.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Get that out.
Sounds good.
All right. We are back, folks.
So we are late now in the second half, 18 minutes remaining. A free kick off the foul there for Nova Southeastern, and they are now going to get a chance on goal. The dummy run from number 11, whipped into the box, headed away, out for a corner kick.
For Tampa. Entering the game is number 16, Marcelo Valbuena, replacing number 13, Ronaldo Zakiri.
Zakiri will now get a break as Valbuena comes in, but now a corner kick for Nova Southeastern. We saw them score on their first corner kick of the game. They're going to want to do that again.
Manu Schwartz is in the game.
Manu Schwartz has also entered now.
18, Michael Lawrence.
And Lawrence has come off. A great game for Lawrence, coming off the bench and getting what was just recently the 4th goal into the box, headed away by Tampa. Tampa's going to be able to get it out, but Nova once again have it by halfway point. Valbuena, great pressure on the ball. Will go all the way back to Soroy safely. And yeah, it was a good pressure there actually from number 20, Carlos Ladon.
So Ronaldo Zakiri got subbed off. Very important. There was an ovation for him. I think he's kind of hurt from his right leg. But just want to say an ovation for him because despite of this game, it's been an amazing season for him. The Spartans have been playing very well. We've seen it through different games. You could see that in Tampa Spartans.tv. All the games are there and it's been fantastic. We have a lot of highlights from this season. So really thankful for this opportunity as we approach the end of this game.
I do want to mention Zakiri has been the jump starter for the Spartans. Not a lot of statistics that have been shown. A quick throw-in, as we just witnessed, but the referee says we'll try it again.
Zakiri is a creator, you know?
He's a creator. He starts things. When the Tampa was down in the semifinal against Barry, there were some crucial passes that got them actually to this game here today and had the opportunity of hosting the Sunshine State Tournament. Fantastic pass by Max Brennan, and over to you, Taylor.
Yep, the pass just went a little bit too far, and the player wasn't ready to get it. Cleared away now by Nova Southeastern. As we are approaching about 15 or so minutes, but still actually in the 16s. Tampa out wide, playing it through, intercepted again, and cleared out again. Nova again, their defense has been just A+ all night. They've been able to limit the chances and stop the dangerous, dynamic attacking pieces for Tampa from being able to get into play. Brennan will head that forward. A good pressure right there, as Valbuena is going to now get right on the ball. Nova, content with holding it, trying to get it back out. They'll be clearing it up. Again, Tampa trying to press the midfield, and there will be a foul, and it will actually go the other way. Tampa will get a throw-in, I think, yeah.
A throw-in, yeah, it is a throw-in. Max Brennan's going to execute it. Just want to say the Spartans still fighting, even if the minutes are just ending, and of course, if the game is just ending. But now Max Brennan trying to get an opportunity, ball into the box. Juancho Fernandez. Juancho turns! That was a great play.
Of the net. Tampa, like I said, has seen time after time, shot after shot. They just have to keep shooting. And I know they're not going to potentially come back here today. Who knows? But with that being said, they just need to keep shooting. So eventually they'll find the back of the net. It was a great shot by Juancho Fernandez. Just happened to go a little bit north of the net. Taylor.
Yep, a great play there from Juancho. Good play to set it up from Tampa. Juancho, a little bit too much power as it just goes over the bar. That was actually very close to being able to go on target and probably could have beat Soroy, but unfortunately, sadly not. Still remains 4-0 Nova. Nova now. Tampa's going to try to win in the midfield. Nova wins it right back, and they are again on the break. Nova plays it out wide. They've got their attackers up. Just going to hold it. Not a lot open. Good coverage by Tampa to try to limit a cross. Now Nova again. Man on the ball is going to be losing it, and it will be a foul on him as Tampa will get it right back. They're going to want to take this quickly to get the ball back up and moving very, very fast.
I do want to say, if you are watching, if you didn't watch today's game or you're just joining us for some reason, I do want to mention there's been multiple opportunities for the Spartans all evening. There's been maybe 3 or 4. We had a ball even hit the post. We've had a ball deflected on a rebound off of Nova Southeastern University goalkeeper. The opportunities have been there. The execution has not, and I think that's kind of been the story of today's game. Offensively, they've been doing a decent job. Defensively, they've been doing a decent job. Just Nova Southeastern University has been doing a great job, and that's why the score reads 4-0 Nova Southeastern with 14:01 remaining here in the second half of this Sunshine State Championship final. Taylor.
Exactly. It was a perfect start for Nova Southeastern. They got going early and were able to continue to convert every single time they were able to get a really good chance into the box. Tampa's defense was strong at limiting those opportunities, but even so, the few times Nova got in, they were able to capitalize. Tampa now winning it back in the midfield, trying to fight. Again, Nova has been dominant almost everywhere on the field. It's been a rough night for Tampa, and honestly, one of the only rough nights of the year. Tampa's been so strong. This has been a very good year for them. Again, regular season champions. Nova, again, still one of the top teams in the Sunshine State Conference. proving that, yes, they deserve to be here. And, of course, they've been playing brilliantly so far.
And I will say, some days are just not your day. We all have those days, whether you're a person, whether you're a player in any sport. Tampa's just experiencing one of those days here today. And after actually one of those days that happened earlier in the season against PBA, they actually went on a run here. So maybe this is exactly what they need to jumpstart them into the NCAA tournament, as weird as that may sound. You can learn from this. You're down 4-0. What did we do wrong? What did they learn about us that changed? Because obviously they won the first meeting back on October 9th, 1-0. So Nova Southeastern obviously learned something about Tampa, how they play. Now Tampa has the opportunity to come back and do the same on the off chance they play each other in the tournament. But how can we change? Some great teams aren't formed from just winning all the time. What they've learned, where they are formed, is from learning from their mistakes and getting better. That's in anything that is in life. Nonetheless, back to you, Taylor.
Yep, and I think that's very well said. You have a lot you can learn in a defeat. Soroy with another great save off the shot. But again, that's the thing as well. You can win every single game, but it's how you are able to rebound after a tough loss. And Tampa, they've had such a great year, and they've rebounded off of losses before. Before they started the tournament, they had lost on senior night to Florida Atlantic, but they came right back and were able to defeat Barry 2-1. So tonight, I think everyone's going to be interested to see what happens with the start of the NCAA tournament. Whipped into the box, won back by Nova Southeastern. But yeah, a lot of things that they can learn from this game. And Tampa, I think, will be able to be even more determined to try to make a storybook run in the NCAA tournament. And now, of course, you were mentioning that this is great for Nova. Nova actually did get top 25 votes, even though they were unranked, which means that they were definitely inside the top 30 of teams within the nation. And given that 40 teams are in that tournament, it's most likely Nova could have slipped in, especially off that massive win a few nights ago against Palm Beach. But again, another massive win here means they don't even need to worry about an at-large bid. And the coach is going to get a yellow card for Tampa. Obviously, frustration on the day.
Frustrations have been showing for Tampa, understandably so, down 4-0 at home. The coach obviously was not liking one of the calls, I assume, nonetheless given a yellow card. I do want to say Tampa is not guaranteed anything. As much as I'm saying confidently, I think there's no way we don't. That doesn't mean it does not happen. Obviously, with winning the championship, I believe Nova Southeastern University will definitely clinch a spot at the Division II tournament. If we would have won today, I believe Tampa would be hosting the first couple rounds. But nonetheless, it'll be interesting to see. We'll wait and find out more later. We have no information at this time, but hopefully Tampa can just score a goal and try to salvage and bring some confidence going into the tournament. Taylor.
Yep, that's exactly what they're going to need to look for. A goal for pride and a goal for confidence. And again, it's great to see that some of the younger players and some of the more reserves for Tampa are able to get some action in a final. I mean, that's such a good thing as well. Even if you lose a final, you were able to be one of the top two teams in the conference. Shot on goal, Brady. What a save off the line by the defender.
Everything that it's frustrating if you're a Tampa fan like myself. It is frustrating if you're a Tampa fan because everything that could go wrong happens to go wrong. We had a ball hit off the post. We had a ball hit off a defenseman who happened to be in the goal. Nova Southeastern doing a fantastic job just being at the right place, right time. Taylor.
Yep, and a Tampa corner now off that beautiful goal line clearance. I'd say that, apart from the goals, that's got to be one of the plays of the night. Gets past the Soroy for the first time and right off the line, protecting the Nova clean sheet that has been very solidly maintained so far. Great work from the defense, great work from the goalie. Overall, the perfect team effort from Nova. This is how you have to play in a final. That's what Nova's been doing so far, so they're going to now bring it back up after the corner. Didn't give anything for Tampa. Played out wide. Another chance here for Nova Southeastern. Played up and forward to the number 9. Pass back around and intercepted by Tampa in the midfield.
I did want to mention about putting some of the reserves in. These are some things they may never forget. I know it's down 4-0, and you'd be like, why would this be a memorable moment for them? Actually, back to you real quick. Oh,
yep. Well, I threw it away, but yeah.
My main point what I was trying to say was they're going to remember this for a lifetime. There's only so many people who can say they played in the SSC final, and they can tell their grandkids, tell their kids that they got the opportunity to play in the final on a Sunday in their home crowd. I know it's not going their way, but it's just something to learn from. And like I said prior, that's all Mr. Smith, I believe, will be telling his team going into the tournament is we got to learn from this. There's about 7 to 8 chances, at least I've tallied today, that could have gone in, should have gone in, maybe, some would say. But nonetheless, hopefully they will learn to execute and will be stronger in the tournament for it. Taylor?
Yep. Because sometimes it's just not a team's night, and for Tampa, unfortunately, they haven't been as perfect as Nova has been, and that's been the only fault of their own. Nova, again, playing so well, and again, they'll be able to remember this moment with a little more joy, but even for Tampa, this is still such a memorable time to be able to go into the final. And after last year, of course, I know so many players just rather there be a final and unfortunately have to lose in a game like this rather than it to be canceled. So great, finally, as COVID's died down, we're back to live sports. I mean, to think that this stuff, we used to take it for granted. It's great to finally have a live crowd back here for Pepin Stadium, and what has been a really fun day out here for Sunday, and a fun year so far for men's soccer, and of course, more athletics on the way. And of course, for just a message for any fan watching, soccer is not the only sport we stream live here on Sunshine State Conference TV and Tampa Spartans TV. If you want to go check out any other sport, we've got volleyball, basketball coming up for the massive winter sports, and be sure to check that live whenever those games are live. And for plenty of replays, you can check them live on the site as well. For instance, you could go back and check Nova Southeastern as they face Tampa and beat them in volleyball at home. Cross all the way inside, headed away by Nova Southeastern. Once again, a good ball into the box, headed away by Tampa. Good, solid defense. Headed back. And once again, Nova Southeastern going to hold it. Tampa now going to be able to have it back. Forster sends it far.
Huge opportunity here
Good chance for Tampa as they get it now in a dangerous spot inside the box. Tampa can't hold on to it. Very good effort there. Foul on the play. Free kick. Ref will point to where it needs to be. Till Newman now. He's going to be able to draw that foul. What good effort for him on that play. And a free kick now for Tampa.
Tampa playing for Spartan pride at this moment. Unless they score 4 goals in 6:50, I don't imagine they have time to do that, but who knows? I've seen crazier things on a Sunday. With that being said, nonetheless, Tampa with the free kick. My marketing classmate ready to set it. Julius Becker, number 7, lucky number 7. Hopefully things go well right here, right now.
Yep, Julius Becker now. Ready for the kick. It's going to be whipped into the box. No. Pass out short to Brennan. Brennan now inside. Another good little routine. Not one perfectly by Juancho Fernandez, though. Becker will be blocked, and it's going to be pulled back by Tampa. Tampa now. Lofted inside. Juancho Fernandez on goal. Keeps it alive. Deflected out for a corner kick. Tampa gets a chance for a possible consolation late. Under 6:10 remaining.
I do want to say Juancho Fernandez shows why he's the captain of this team, even though down 4-0, doing the smart play, knowing he couldn't score a goal there, kicking it off the defender from Nova Southeastern, I should say. The goalkeeper for Nova Southeastern looks to make another good save, and Nova Southeastern has cleared it.
Yep, they were able to win the ball in the box off that corner and get it back out for a Tampa throw-in. Now once again, Tampa still trying to look for their first goal, all the way into the box there. Out wide and easily picked up by Soroy. Good chance there from Till Newman. Good job to get the shot on goal, but not enough.
As we approach the final 5 minutes, all I can say is thanks for everyone coming out to tonight's Sunday championship action here at Pepin Stadium. Having a fantastic time hosting this event. Shout outs to the Sunshine State Conference on another wonderful year of soccer. They do a fantastic job. Go follow them on Instagram and Twitter at Division 2, I believe, Division 2I's SC, I believe, also on Twitter.
And now meanwhile, Nova, once again, a dangerous ball inside the box. Good defense, recovered right there by Faith Ozage. As he's now going to play it out wide, intercepted again by Nova Southeastern. Playing it out wide again, going to stay in bounds.
The relentlessness of this Nova Southeastern team is just absolutely fantastic. If you like soccer, you just love watching this team play. They're fantastic at passing, they're fantastic at defense, and they're even fantastic at crossing. Of course, I just jinxed that as soon as I said it, but they've been doing a fantastic job all day. If you could draw up the perfect game plan and the perfect execution, Nova Southeastern has done both of those here today.
Yep, Nova Southeastern have been amazing so far. Tampa has fought their hardest, and they have continued to fight even later on here. And very commendable for that. And again as well, we thank everyone for enjoying the Sunshine State Conference Tournament. It's been a great tournament this season, finally to be able to have it back. As well, thank you to everyone who's been able to make it possible. The sporting directors all across the Sunshine State Conference, all the workers who work at each college to make each game day happen, and of course, the referees. They come out there and have to manage. Sometimes they'll get a little bit of a stick from the fans because, you know what, referees, they always get that, but they deal with it and they go out and have to always call these games. Now inside, Nova Southeastern, another chance, keeps it alive, cross back over. Chance again, shot on goal, saved. Shot on goal again, saved again. This time blocked by a defender, cleared away. But again, thank you to everyone who's worked hard to make this season and this championship possible. We thank you for all your efforts, and of course, we still have 3 minutes left of the Sunshine State Conference Championship.
I want to give a special shout out to Mr. Colby for 1A giving us jobs as broadcasters, 1, 2 for helping this fantastic event take place. Thank you to all the photographers who took time out of their day, obviously, to come take photos of this event today, as Tampa is trying to get that one goal to hopefully push them in with the Division II tournament. And the ball hits a palm tree,
but it will be a throw-in for Tampa.
But main point, thank you. Thank you to everyone from the cameraman sitting to the next to me, to all the people who do stats down in the press box below, to the PA announcers and all sports. Thank you so much. It makes our job significantly easier. So, yeah, thank you. With that being said, Taylor.
Yep. So with the final 2:30 left, Nova looking to hold on what would be a massive clean sheet. Tampa has been the Spartans have been a very good high-scoring team when it comes to conference play, and Nova has been able to shut down that attack completely as well. Tampa, this is the most goals they've conceded besides their senior night, which was a 4-2 loss earlier, and they haven't had a deficit this bad all year. Nova doing some of their best stuff later in the season. Now Nova again, a chance as there's a nice through ball played through, one-on-one. Forster saved, but back again, gonna get through off the defender. No chance right there. Great play from Forster, showing a lot of passion. And despite what's been a tough night for the Spartans, keeping the score 4-0 as we're now under 2 to go.
I would say a fantastic job by the reserves. You come in 4-0. It's tough. It's tough to really have any form of momentum, but they're showing why they deserve to be playing here at the University of Tampa. They, in their own right, could be the future Tampa Spartans. They could be starters. Of course, I believe Coach is looking to see who wants it more, maybe get pushed into the starting role. Who knows? Nonetheless, we have 1:25 as it looks like Nova Southeastern University will be the SSC champions for this.
So they're going to be pressing now in the midfield. A good chance for Tampa here. Picked up by Wells. My bad. Wells. Now, Juancho Fernandez. What a play. Good chance for Max Brennan. Brennan now intercepted well by Nova Southeastern and cleared away. And how much time is left there, Mr. PA guy? Oh, never mind. I was hoping you'd say 1 minute, as there is 1 minute left. And there is a penalty for Tampa. They'll have a chance at the spot after a foul inside the box.
58 seconds left, and Tampa may just get that one chance to get that one goal across.
1 minute remaining.
Nova Southern obviously saying scoreboard. Penalty for Tampa. Nova Southeastern University fans obviously trying to remind the Tampa fans that this game is long but over, but this is all about pride here for Spartans, and that's what we need so dearly. Taking the penalty kick for the Spartans, I believe, is the captain. Juancho Fernandez, I believe, to take the kick. This is a huge confidence boost for Tampa. This is Sparta. And it is 4-1. Juancho Fernandez, the captain of this team. Nova Southern, for some reason, cheering as if they've done something. I don't understand that, but nonetheless, they will take away this win, but Tampa will be able to take away the one goal and hopefully boost them into a positive way into the Division II tournament.
No championship clean sheet here for Nova Southern, or Nova Southeastern, but they have been great all night. They lead 4-1. Tampa finally finds the goal they've been looking for the entire 90 minutes. Juancho Fernandez. Who else but the captain to slot home the penalty? And also, Suraj guessed right. Suraj guessed right. Obviously he's the man of the match. One of the greatest performances I think I've seen from a goalie all season long. Really good work from him. And unfortunately, he was playing so well for Tampa. So well. Now again, through ball. Chance for Tampa.
trying to get back up there. Becker, inside. All the way over. Oh, off the post.
Tampa has had so many opportunities. 2 balls off the post, 1 that was deflected. The score should read 8-4, 6-4, but it is currently 4-1. Soccer is crazy like that sometimes. Nonetheless, there are 20 seconds remaining, and that's probably the end of tonight's game. Taylor, take it away.
Yep, the coaches were able to shake hands at the touchline. They know that this will be the final kick as we reach the final few seconds. As time ticks down, the Sunshine State Conference Soccer Tournament has had a lot of champions, but this year it's Nova Southeastern. For the first time, they win the conference tournament. They are headed to the dance. 4-1, Nova Southeastern. The Road Warriors once again, and it's ironic, they've once again won with a 4-1 scoreline. Earlier in the year, they stunned the volleyball team 3-1 in what was a great upset. And tonight, it's 4-1. Nova Southeastern, all your Sunshine State Conference champions.
Very well said, Mr. Taylor. Thank you to all the Tampa fans that came out in support. Thank you to our Spartans for a fantastic year. Hopefully we'll be playing in the Division II tournament. That will not be decided yet. Nova Southeastern, like Taylor said, will be moving on to the tournament for sure. But with that being said, thank you to the Sunshine State Digital Network. You give us an opportunity to call games every Sunday, Thursday, to call some beautiful soccer. We might have just sparked a rivalry, folks. This might be the beginning of a long story history that's already been going on. So again, my name's been Tate Gephardt alongside
Taylor Story
and Fabrizio Mejia. Thank you very much.
You've been watching the Sunshine State Digital Network, TampaSpartans.tv. We've had an absolutely fantastic year so far calling soccer. Hopefully we get to call more, but if not, thank you guys for staying tuned with us, letting us into your dorms, into your homes. We're better together than apart. Love your neighbor. Have a nice night, everyone. It looks like we may have said goodbye a little too soon. As you see, Nova Southeastern celebrating here at Pepin Stadium, Tampa Spartans. Obviously, this is a teaching moment for the head coach at Tampa. We're about to do a tournament team, and I believe the trophy celebration. So I was cut off a little too soon. Fabrizio has somewhere to be. He's part of the club tennis team. Good luck in his endeavors and what he's doing. Taylor, take it away.
Yep, as the team is celebrated, the fans are up by the edge. I'm not sure if they'll probably go onto the field. They probably won't. But again, this is a great win for Nova Southeastern. And as we had mentioned before, the first time they've ever won the Sunshine State Conference Tournament, the first trophy they're going to be able to bring home for men's soccer, and they'll be able to fight. And I mean, the way they played tonight, I would definitely keep them among one of the top teams, a possible Cinderella run for them in the national tournament as well. They were doing everything right, and if they're able to go and play like that, I'm not sure if any team can stop them.
Very well said. They have a Cinderella run awaiting them. Will the slipper fit? No one knows. Only time will tell. Tampa ranked number 9. Oh, looks like we have presentation time. Oh, sorry, all tournament team is being... I'll wait for the PA announcer to continue.
Senior Associate Commissioner Marianne Sukran.
Shout out to Marianne Sukran, who's going to be giving out the all-tournament team awards. So Tampa will come away with some awards for certain players. We'll be naming them as they are followed on the PA announcement. We can't tell if you can hear us behind it, but we'll be going forward with it. Jordy Lamone. Actually, we're going to have you do Nova Southeastern, and I'll do Tampa.
From Nova Southeastern, Alberto Soleil. From Nova Southeastern, Clarice Van Nyman.
I will actually say for Tampa, this is one of those things that may fire the fuel into the Division II tournament. Watching the team celebrate on your home field receiving awards. This is one thing that will either push Nova Southeastern farther into the tournament or fuel Tampa's fire that has been lit.
A few Nova Southeastern players being mentioned for team of the tournament, and obviously, Soroy, I think, one of the best in the conference. He proved that tonight.
Fantastic job. I mean,
From the University of
both
Tampa, Agustin Briolfio.
Briolfio from Tampa being an all-tournament team. Sign of respect shown from Nova Southeastern to Tampa, which you love to see. Sportsmanship is the name of the game here and Sunshine State Conference. Beautiful sight to see. You got to give credit to this Nova Southeastern team. Came in on the road against two back-to-back top 10 teams and just absolutely dominated today. And you could not have written a better story.
And I agree, Nova Southeastern, they got it done against two of the best teams of the nation on the road.
From the University of Tampa, Juancho Fernandez.
And there's the captain who scored that last-minute penalty. Juancho Fernandez getting the nomination for the team as well. He was playing good all night. Unfortunately for Tampa, it ended as a loss, but he can walk away having scored in that major final. And he's been great all year, well-deserved.
I do want to mention, like I said in the beginning of the game tonight,
Nova Southeastern, Alex Berg.
Alex Berg, one of the key starters, or one of the players on Nova Southeastern. There was 19 countries represented. Very well-diverse tournament. 19 different countries. That's an impressive number to be representing in an American final.
Omar Kali.
Yep, and one of those countries, of course, was Switzerland with players from both sides. But the true Swiss superstar, in my book, would have to be Omar Tali, the leading scorer on the year for the Tampa Spartans.
Also getting all-tournament team.
Of course.
Hopefully he is okay. He obviously left the game. We'll wait to hear anything about that.
And the man from up on time gets the tournament MVP, Matty Cornish. Very well deserved, very well earned. And of course, he scored. What a good night for him.
You just gotta, if you're him, you just gotta pat yourself on the back. He's been good all year, and he showed why he's one of the best players in the Sunshine State Conference.
With the team of the tournament award fully set up, they'll be posing for a picture. And for Nova Southeastern fans still here, we thank you for still tuning in, and thank you for joining us tonight. And I'm sure you guys have had a great time. What a great night for the school as well. The first men's soccer championship in this conference in the school's history. Beautiful stuff to see. And they will also be able to celebrate with lifting the trophy in a few minutes. I wonder if we'll see some of the little Jordan Henderson tippy taps from Nova Southeastern's captain as they lift it.
Thank you to the Tampa fans for supporting. Second is obviously not the desired goal, but it is still something to pat yourself on the back. This is a tough division, like we mentioned, PBA and of course Nova Southeastern being two strong teams, and we're so close, but hopefully do well in the Division II tournament. Congrats to the Nova Southeastern University champions as they are given their trophy.
Matty Cornish is going to take the trophy as the team huddles.
Here we go, and they're about to lift it.
Cornish in the center, and they lift it up for the faithful. The entire year has led up to this point.
A fire may have been lit in Tampa, but for Nova South University, they will never forget this moment right here, right now, celebrating with their fans.
And there's one from Soroy, man of the match.
They will be experiencing a fun time back to Davies, Florida, with the trophy, regaling of what just happened here at Pepin Stadium.
And just a message to the coaches, poll, and committee. You've got to put Nova in the top 25 now.
At this point, you have to.
Surely.
I don't know what else they need to do. I was shocked they weren't ranked coming into today. It must have been strength of schedule. We don't understand why they're ranking. We don't do the rankings, but they were only one win away from being Tampa's record. So Tampa will obviously move to 13-4. Nova Southeastern will be one win more. I believe they're also at 13 wins on the year.
13-3-2, I believe.
13-3-2 as they celebrate on the field. They will remember this moment forever. They'll be able to tell their grandkids about this moment.
This is a historic moment here for Nova Southeastern University, as Taylor mentioned. So an absolute pleasure. Thank you, Sunshine State Conference, for letting us broadcast this game. We've had an absolutely fantastic time. Even though the score wasn't what we wanted here as a University of Tampa University of Tampa student, which I think is fair to say, it's an absolute pleasure watching a team rejoice for a championship.
Yep. Not the desire the home fans wanted, but the away fans who've traveled in masses, having the time of their lives. A perfect game and a perfect storybook finish. Congratulations to Nova Southeastern, and we thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in. This has been on the Sunshine State Digital Network. Have a nice night. Love one your neighbor, and have a good one. Bye.